Hello, 4 people watching. Going mad. I have cheese. I am pleased about the cheese. Yeah. Everything seems to be in order. I think. We'll see. I've got a new scene ready. So I've got the main scene here, and then this is my new scene. There you go. You can see me. Hi. And then random game stream, community, blah 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 blah. Maybe I could tidy up this scene a little bit. It's not that great. What am I doing? Where's the text? Text. Get rid of that. Let's add an image. I don't know. Is this an image? Oh, there we go. Keep it simple. All right.
Hello, are you online?
Forget about it.
Hello.
Hold the line, I will put you through, sir.
You alright?
Yo, I'm totally alright. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Totally alright.
Good
I'm
stuff.
better now, like, the Twitch stream looks fine this week. It was a bit weird last week. It was all weird for me.
You were weird.
I know, I am weird.
Well, you're not missing out on much. I mean, I could swap to my webcam and you could see me. Do you know?
Yeah.
If you want. You could, you know, if
What
you
do I
want
want to see your ugly
Yeah.
mush for?
My guitar is in the shop. Look, there's no guitar. So I can't even get my guitar out. Getting that repaired. Hi, Soul Brother.
What's that?
Tara's been making cakes, so she made cupcakes.
Aw.
Cupcakes. What sort of cupcakes?
Red. The red. What is it? Red velvet.
Red velvet. Red velvet.
Yeah. So she's made 2 cakes and like 20 cupcakes in the last 24 hours or something like that.
Particular occasion.
2 birthdays, and she had leftover stuff, so she made cupcakes of the rest. So
There you go.
Making cupcakes, making baking cupcakes.
yeah.
Yeah. By the way, do you know I've got this obsession with like weird stuff caught on camera on YouTube. Now.
Well, you
Like-
watch all the donkey porn videos? Sure.
No, I watch all this weird stuff. Anyway, I've started getting some weird suggestions like scary footage caught by Ring doorbell security cameras.
Well, that's
Oh,
fun.
okay, right.
I'm just getting weird stuff now
Yeah.
in my suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole.
it freaking is.
Mm.
But then I'm kind of tempted to look at it now because I can see it and go, huh,
It's,
I wonder what
you
scary
know, it's
footage has
probably
really
just
been caught.
a bit of wind. Like,
It's almost as though YouTube's algorithms know how to get you hooked.
yeah,
They
maybe.
do. They do. They know what they're doing down there
They
at
do.
YouTube
They're
headquarters.
smart at YouTube.
They are. They know what's what,
I
man.
know, they
They're
do.
smart people who
They
work
know
for
what
them.
is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut.
What the fuck? Yeah, bit of Fatboy Slim sort of.
They know what is what, but they...
I'm not usually the one to do this, but is there any reason not to start?
Nope.
Drop the hate. Forgive each other. Drop the hate.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Yeah. Drop the hate.
What do I look like? A guy who's not lazy?
To the veteran gamers, Juju, Jimmy, and the fellas will tell you about every single game that you're playing this week. News, reviews,
Yeah,
and an indie pick.
and an indie pick.
Story
Drop
time
the
and
hate.
these game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior.
Drop the hate.
It's the
Forgive
veteran
each other.
gamers.
We speak not only to Baptists and any particular denomination.
It's the veteran gamers.
I'm calling on every man to join hands now.
Switch that
Oh,
console up
Lord.
before you have to-
Hallelujah tonight. Hallelujah. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to episode 474 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Drop the hate. Forgive each other.
There you go.
Drop the hate. Sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
Well, sorry, I'm just finishing my cake.
Oh, yeah, red velvet.
We can't let
I
that
can't
go.
Focus on the show.
I don't know if you had some sort of breakdown there, Eric, but
Drop the hate.
I don't know what that is.
It's Fatboy Slim.
I see. Right.
Fatboy Slim.
Yeah.
Right.
Right
Okay.
about now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soul brother.
Fatboy Slim is fucking in heaven. Fucking
Yeah.
fucking in heaven.
Oh, okay. We don't need to. We all know
You.
who
That's
Norman
right.
Cook is. We don't need to recite lyrics.
Get a poem
Yeah.
out of break.
No.
Yeah.
That's the only lyric from that song, so I'm done.
The hate.
Forgive each other.
I watched an interesting video about how people, how people think music is it's getting too repetitive these days. It's getting too
Music is getting
repetitive.
too repetitive these days.
Yeah.
Music is getting too repetitive these
And
days.
this guy had worked out all like these algorithms and whatnot, and analysed music and proved that music is getting more repetitive, but says
Yeah.
that it isn't necessarily a bad thing. And then he
Right.
said, "What's the most repetitive song ever made? Do we know?"
I wish you, Jose Feliciano. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
It is by Daft Punk,
Ah, okay.
Around the World.
Oh, I love that
Around
tune. It's top
the
tune.
world.
So then he says, people sort of think as like generic pop music as being like repetitive and all, but like Daft Punk are regarded as a popular band. So the reason why
Work it,
songs
Take it, break it, chunk it, burn it, boom
Duke,
it, boop it,
don't need you to sing them.
Bom,
And the reason why-
magic.
Okay. I'm gonna cancel the show if this
And the
carries
reason
on.
why that-
You mentioned Daft Punk. It's your fault.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
One more time.
I'm gonna cancel the show.
Great.
Okay, the show's cancelled. Look at what you've
The
done.
problem is usually it's just you and it's just me doing this, but once Stu gets involved,
That's true.
Because the quality of the show is dipping down every
Wait,
time you
it
sing a
can go
lyric.
down.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's
Not
it's like
with you.
this McDonald's food is suddenly less healthy.
but we're going into the negatives. It was already low.
Yeah, well. Anyway, so
Anyway.
why did they find out? What did they say? Huh? They found something out?
They said they basically said that like music getting repetitive isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's because they give you what you want. Like you
Right.
think songs are catchy for a reason. You like the hook of them, and that's why they're getting repetitive. Not
And then it
because
releases dopamine in your brain.
they,
Which is
well, they
pleasurable.
said that like classical music on these scale on these algorithms don't have any pattern, like very few patterns, and then some classical music has amazing like loads of patterns, and the most popular classical songs are the ones that score high on the repeated pattern list. The ones that
It's not
score.
always dopamine that gets released into the brain. Sometimes it's Ventolin that gets released.
What the
into
fuck
brain.
is this show about?
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Okay, all right.
Some
I
effects
am
trying to-
literally like 2 minutes away
You
from
wanna-
cancelling the
You
show.
want to try some of that trad jazz, and then you'll get non-repetitive. Telling you now.
No.
Jenny, do you got a story? Is it time for
No, I
story?
don't. No, I have nothing. No
You don't have an-
story.
I've got a story.
I've got an
I've got a
announcement.
story.
I got
Is
an
there an
announcement.
Announcements?
Yeah,
Announcement.
yeah, I got an announcement.
Announcement.
The first announcement.
See, when I only play that first part, it's the announcements jingle.
Right,
So
okay.
the announcements.
The announcement is we've got a date set,
We have.
all ready to
Hey,
go.
Ginny, I've got a date. Oh yeah,
We've
baby.
got a date on the 13th. It is the 13th of April.
It is. It is.
We are meeting in Bury.
Saturday.
At
Yeah.
the Arcade Club. It opens at 11 a.m. And here's the top tip for people that are coming.
Top tip.
Turn up at 11 a.m. because it gets fucking busy. We were there before 11 a.m. and there was a queue. So
There was.
yeah,
It's a busy place.
It gets really, really busy. So yeah, April the 13th. It's on our Facebook page. If you just type in Veteran Gamers, just look for the black and white logo on Facebook. You'll see the event. Click it. Say yes, you're going. Sorry, I'm burping. And all the details are there. And then we're
Yeah,
going for a meal
We are.
afterwards.
Woo.
So
Well.
you need to let us know because depending on numbers depends on the venue basically.
Well, how are people supposed to know if they want to go? They don't know if the food's going to be any good.
Well, you fucking
It'll be good.
You eat what you give 'em.
Good. Smart with you.
Yeah, but Stu dragged y'all to Pizza Hut one time. That's crap.
No, that pizza place was really good last time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It wasn't- it wasn't-
Pete can attest.
It
to
wasn't a Pizza Hut that he dragged us to, but yeah,
No.
that was nice. But anyway, so the event is on Facebook. Check it out. 13th of April. We're all meeting at the Arcade Club. Arcade Club is cool. Check it out. Facebook.
That. Yeah.
Go.
And we
check it out.
promised to be more organised this time because we were a bit shit last time, weren't we?
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. We were terrible. So this time we're going to be more organised.
We'll see.
We'll get some stuff together and we'll figure it
Yeah.
out. We'll
Yeah, figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Other
we will.
announcements. Duke, hit it.
Other announcements. Oh,
Wow, this is brilliant.
God.
Hit it!
Okay. There's a new video on YouTube. I'm doing lots with the YouTube channel now.
I know. I've seen.
Look at that.
maniac.
I'll get into it later on, but I've been playing Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Oh.
But the twist is I played it with my heart rate monitor that I bought once
Oh,
and
interesting.
never used.
What's a twist?
With a twist.
And how would you say your heart rate was affected by the game?
It was affected. It probably wasn't affected that much. I do regret not playing it a little bit longer because there is an enemy in the game that certainly raises your heart rate more than the
Oh,
others.
yes, he does.
But anyway, yeah, so that's on our YouTube channel. So please check out our YouTube channel. I am doing things on there, and I've got 4 or 5 videos in the works, ready to go. Like not they're almost edited. Like they're all done. So things are happening on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, and also no one fucking watches them. So can you just go over there and pretend that you like them at least?
Happening.
Yeah, because Ginny actually put some work into doing
Yeah.
these things.
They're taking me a lot of time, so the least you can fucking do is go over there and watch them.
Yeah.
Show some fucking appreciation.
Rick James, bitch.
You.
So,
Also, stop the hate.
I'm feeling pretty fucking appreciated, Al.
Forgive each other.
so anyway, yes, so that's what I'm doing there. And is there any other announcements? I think
I don't think so.
I think that's about it.
I think you've covered it. I think you've covered it.
I think that's about it. I haven't got a story.
No, I've got a story.
Oh,
I've got a little story. It's only a little one.
All right
My
then.
favorite time. It's story time.
Story time.
Yeah, so I'm at work, just
Oh,
doing
work
my
it, work it.
job.
Work
And
it.
then I get this weird random text off Chinny that says, "What are you doing now?"
Yeah.
Hey, what are you up to?
Right. So I replied, "I'm working," and he went, "Cheers, thanks for that." What the fuck? What is? And then I rang him like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, nothing," and giggling like a kid.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still none the wiser as to what that was all about. if
So
I'm
I
being
was
totally honest.
what I was talking to about you to someone. I forgot who now, and I said,
Well, you said you had a random girl in the car who
"No,
works for
oh
you
my
or something.
God, you make it sound so wrong. All right, why do you have to do that?"
Oh, you have a girl.
Oh,
He
girl.
said, "I'm giving her a lift home."
Yes. Oh
from
my
the
God.
from the premiering we were just at.
Why?
So anyway,
Do you want me to get divorced? What are you doing?
Anyway,
hell.
go on, carry on.
Right. So I was at work and I was talking about you, Stu.
Okay.
And I said, I just always want to know what Stu's doing. It doesn't necessarily mean I want to talk to Stu. I just wish I had a webcam of Stu all the time.
Do you want to do Being John Malkovich? Is that what you're saying?
I haven't
here?
watched that film, but I just want to know what he's
serious?
doing. Yeah, I just
Oh
want to
my
know.
God.
I'm like, Duke,
God, see it.
I will see it. It is a film that I've been intrigued to see. I've just not got around to seeing it. Right. So I just want to know. I just want to know what Stu's doing. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll text him now, just asking him what he's doing. And that freaked Stu out. And then at the time he rang me, there's a person, a young girl who's working for me. She's an artist, she's an animator, and I was giving her a lift home. So like, just to cap all that weird shit that you made it sound weird, Stu.
It was weird, but
It wasn't weird. She lives like round the corner from me.
Don't swear or anything. I'm like, how old is she? Like 15?
No,
What's
no,
going-
she's 20, but like she's quiet, so like she doesn't hear. She hears me swear all day, so it's like. Yeah.
Don't
But-
swear. I've got a young girl in the car.
No, it's Stu. You fucking art. You're gonna put me in painted with the same brush as R. Kelly here if you aren't careful. You're gonna be really careful with what you say.
Number man.
I'm
Right.
only saying.
She's a.
I'm
I
just
won't say her
relating
name
the
because I don't know if she
story.
wants to be talked about. But she's a big PlayStation gamer actually. She
Oh, nice.
She plays Fortnite and she's playing Spider-Man at the moment. So
Oh,
But there you go.
sweet. That
So
game.
She's obviously got good taste.
yeah, and her dad's got good taste. Like she was saying, oh yeah, my dad. I was talking about games, and she's like, yeah, my dad played that. My dad likes that. And like Gears of War, I was like, I think me and your dad would get on. So there you go. Makes me feel old though. That's the problem.
It does
So I
make you feel
watched
old.
Or my turn to talk because I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
Except drop the hate.
Yeah.
We watched the Fire Festival documentary here.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Good. It's very good. I liked
very
it. The
good.
one on Netflix was the one we watched.
yeah,
I understand there's one on Hulu as well.
yeah,
But whatever. And here's the thing. I think one of the things that I said in Mindwipe 2 is that social media tends to be aspirational. In other words, you see what people are doing and it's all about how like, oh, I want to be like that, and
Yeah.
that's what advertising is all about, right?
Mm,
And that's what the Fire Festival is all about in its essence.
yeah,
Is we're going to give you the opportunity to have this amazing experience of like
Yeah.
hanging out on the beach with supermodels.
yeah,
And people were willing to buy that, they wanted to have that experience. But it was they were never really going to offer that.
No.
Right? They're going to offer
a real festival.
money making scheme. It was and every advertisement is a money making scheme to some extent. So the thing that the Fire Festival did differently was they didn't deliver. They didn't plan to deliver. They hoped to deliver, but they
Yeah.
didn't plan to deliver.
It's not that it wasn't that complicated to me. Like
Right.
people was like, oh, how can it? I was like, well, because people look at what was the name of the chap, the guy who sort of got done for it all? I forgot his name. What was it?
Billy McFarland.
So
I think?
like people was like, oh yeah, how could he do this and stuff? Like most entrepreneurs are like sociopaths, right? Like they are like insane to the degree where they'll make promises and to a degree I can totally see why he's so successful because he's
yeah.
good at selling something. He
It's
sold
the appearance of success, right?
he sold a concept that was so appealing to him. He knew exactly what people wanted from this
and
thing.
especially in capitalism 2.0, this whole service sector economy, where it's social media, it's the sharing economy. Like the idea of having a product is just like outre. Nobody has products anymore. These days we're selling lifestyles.
Yeah.
So he's good at selling lifestyles because he
true.
can surround himself with you know, Ja Rule and
Yeah,
Supermodel.
you know,
whatever.
the hot
Well, it's
rapper
funny.
that is Ja Rule.
The latest sensation on the microphone, Ja Rule.
But like where it differs from normal sort of where the ethics split is he didn't deliver. So the first problem that he had was he sold too many tickets, right? He got greedy. He didn't scale it. He didn't like say, okay, let's start this at a reasonable rate where we can make money and then bring it up. Kind of like how EGX was, Stu. You know, like it's scaled,
Yes.
right? And that's the
Scaled
right thing. That's how you do events, right? Especially events that you have never done. And then, like, you know, he didn't scale it. He just went, we need to get all the money we can, then we'll figure it out. Which I suppose you could still do, but he didn't do because he lost his island. Why did he lose his island? Because he name dropped. Whose island was it?
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. So if he'd have just said on an exotic island, he didn't have to mention, and that's how he lost his island. That's where all the the House of Cards fell, and it's just. He just slipped up in the delivery of it. You've always got to focus on the product. So I don't know. I think it was an interesting, but I didn't like. He did some things bad and wrong, and he's made a lot of people upset, and he's caused a lot of stuff. But like, I don't look at him and go, oh my god, how did he do that? Like, hey, like I can kind of understand how he got there, but he probably does. He's so he doesn't understand other people's feelings so much that he doesn't realize that he's hurt so many people.
Well, the thing that really pissed me off was the workers on the island, because they worked for like 2 weeks without pay.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, it's coming," and then he just split, and they never got their money. And the woman who owned the restaurant was like almost in tears.
Yeah.
Because her whole life savings was wiped out, and like that's fucked up,
Yeah.
So for him to have no remorse about that.
But I'll tell you what, right?
That really.
I wish I had a guy who would go to the lengths of that one guy would have, because I don't know if there's one person on this podcast who would do what he was prepared to do. You know what I'm saying,
We're
dude?
just ride or die for you, Chinny. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this, but I'm more of a ride or ride type of guy. Yeah. And also, I have another story to tell about my phone. I dropped my phone a few weeks back, and it was doing this thing where it would only touch screen, really work as a touch screen for a little while. And then after a certain moment, it stopped touching. Like I could touch it and it wouldn't do anything. So I was like, what the hell is this? It wasn't useless, it wasn't fully broken. It was just annoying, it was just annoying enough to really need repair of some kind, but it wasn't urgent in any way. So I went to the shop and they said, oh, it's going to be, an hour or so. And then I went back an hour later and it was fixed.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Stew type story.
Oh, yeah. No, look, I'm not used to stories where like
it was just too short, man. It
yeah,
just ended.
They don't
What's
go
going
on. And
I was confused.
Yeah.
Confused as to what was
So
happening
anyway,
there.
that's all that is. So drop the hate. Forgive each other. Kiss into you.
There you go. What have we been playing? Who are we
What have
going
we
with
been
first? Let's go with Duke.
With
Fuck
Duke.
the wheel. Fuck the wheel.
Rocket League, Insurgency, Sandstorm. There's nothing to say about those. I don't have anything to say. So instead, I will move on to the games that I was talking about 2 weeks ago, and then I had to take a break from for various reasons. Yeah, I finished Collisions.
oh yeah.
And
Remind us what Collisions is again.
Collisions is the game that was inspired by Night Sky. Night Sky is the most chill, elegant puzzle game of all time. And Collisions is, whereas Night Sky is kind of a platformer, Collisions is more of a puzzle game. So there's a lot of great things about Collisions. The frustrating thing about it is that it is sometimes based on luck, and that's frustrating because you have to hope that the ball bounces into the right panel or something like that. But by and large, it's a very well made game. It is elegant the way that Night Sky is elegant. It's not chill in all the same ways because it can be frustrating if you can't get the ball to go in the right spot. You didn't really have that problem in Night Sky.
Yeah, it's pinball meets limbo, isn't it? It's just like
it is very pinball.
It is, and the nice man gave you lots of free codes.
He gave me lots of free codes, which I still have. So if there's anybody out there who wants
free stuff,
play a copy of this game for free, let me know. I can hook you up. And Yeah, so that's Collisions. Big thumbs up. Very well done.
Nice.
Not perfect, but still very, very good. And then he gave me codes for these other 2 games that he made. One of them is called 8-Bit Commando, and I haven't played that yet, so I don't know. But the other one is called Super Chain.
Is this the one that you gave to me? Super Chain.
I gave this to you.
Yeah, I think I downloaded it this week, and I'm sure it was
Yeah.
called this. Yeah.
And Antonio got one of the codes last time as well, and he tried it out and got an error message. And so I asked for a screenshot, I sent it to the developer, and he uploaded a fix like right away. So the developer's a really cool guy. I get the sense that he really knows what he's doing. And the thing about Super Chains is, when I first started playing it, I'm like, okay, this is Bejeweled, it's Candy Crush, you find 3 in a row and that's it. But here's the thing. That's the way the mechanic works throughout the whole game, but it's not just a grid after the first level. The first level's, it's a series of, columns, and there's the stones are falling constantly, and you have to keep, finding groups of 3, 4, 5. They want you to find the biggest one ever. Once in a while, there will be a little rainbow wheel, and if you link that as part of your chain, then
Boom.
it removes that color from the whole board.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's like Bejeweled, but with different grid shapes and stuff.
A little bit of different twist on it, but that's just the first level.
Oh.
After that, it gets really interesting. So the second level, I don't know if you can fast forward on the stream or whatever.
I can.
But the second level is like a river,
Oh,
and
shit.
the stones are constantly flowing, and you have to find
It's
groups
like-
of 3, 4, 6, whatever, while it's flowing through this
While
river.
it's moving.
It's like
Well, it's
it's like the poop chute. It's like your
Yeah, exactly.
intestines.
And once you find a chain, then it'll switch the colors so that, sometimes you have these gray stones you can't do anything with. But it's just really interesting in that way. And then I don't remember what the third level is, but eventually you have these, you have to, have a grid of like 20 different stones, and each stone is connected to the other stones by either an X or a straight line. In other words, you can maybe connect it twice or once, and you have to find the longest chain linking each stone only once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a maze in that. So they take this concept of,
Match
Bejeweled.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, and they really play with it. It's
That's good.
really interesting. And again, like, I think this is a developer, and I get the sense I get is one guy or maybe 2 guys. Everything they do it very well. So yeah, I have codes for this. If anybody wants a code on Steam for Super Chains or Collisions, let me know. I've got them.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. Oh yeah, Gravity is one of the game modes that I thought was really interesting, because you have to get, again, it's finding a chain that is the longest you can get, which is eventually it's 25. But here's the thing. When you clear out a chain, it will replenish, like it's constantly moving toward the middle of the screen, and it will replenish the stones you remove with other stones of different colors. So you want to try to get rid of all the yellow, for instance, so that you can just have red and green on the screen. And then, but when you remove some of the yellow ones, it will put in red and green, but also some more yellows. And if they're single stones on the edge of this, you can't get rid of those. You know what I mean? So you have to get rid of the stuff in the middle. So it's just an interesting, like I said, very creative variations on the theme. And I thought it was going to be sort of a bog standard thing, especially since he gave it to me for free. I'm like, this can't be that great if he gave it to me for free. But it really is. I was very impressed by it. So Super Chains, big thumbs up.
Julecky in the chat says, is this a phone game?
It looks like a phone game, I know, but it's not. It's on Steam.
It makes you think it is, because like the menus are like phone shaped.
Yeah, sure.
So
And maybe it was originally designed for the phone. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, it would work well. It's sort of touch screen and all that sort of stuff would
would.
work fine, wouldn't it?
It would.
It would. Right. Who are we doing randomly next? I don't know. Who shall we randomly do? Let's do Chitty. It's totally random, this.
Yeah, totally random. I've been done another episode of Life is Strange. So
Okay.
Yeah, Life is Strange episode 3 now.
Yeah. Halfway through.
So my opinion hasn't changed much on the game. Like for people that don't know, that I think if this was my opinion is if it was a Netflix show, I wouldn't watch it. However, episode 3 gets interesting, I would say, like to the point where okay, I probably still wouldn't watch it, but if it was left on the TV, I would leave it on. Do you know what I mean? That's where it's got to now.
Oh, yeah, it's got better, slightly.
It's got better because, you know, it still has a lot of these problems that I don't really like. It's just, I'm not that interested in the characters, really. But then something happens in the... Can I spoil this fucking game? It's like 2 years old.
No, I haven't played it, and I will. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can go.
No, Dukey's...
No, don't go away. Don't go away.
sometime this
It ain't worth it.
century.
Duke, it ain't worth it. I won't spoil it. Are you still there, Duke?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, but basically, like time, the whole mechanic with time and everything really comes into play on the 3rd episode, and something quite big happens with time. I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting the game to go there, right? So that was cool. Like for as much as like I don't really think this is my type of game or a game for me, there are still some hooks in it that I was like, hey, like, you know, I don't like the dialogue so much. I think some of the moments don't land, you know, especially like when Chloe, who's Max's friend in this game, you know, she tries to be all cool, or she tries to do she tries to dance, and she's like a free spirit, and I'm like, you know, I get it, but it feels really odd. Like the moments when that happens, it just feels a bit clunky and strange, and yeah, it doesn't really sit very well. However, I thought episode 3 was probably the best episode I've played so far, so I'm going to continue playing it. But you know me, I finish everything. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
It's not.
And this, Les, to be honest, this is not a difficult game to finish.
No, it's
not a chore.
And I honestly, I'm glad to have another. Compared to the other game that I've been playing, all right. This is like a break for me playing Life is Strange.
Like a chill,
like
a chill
because
out.
I've been playing Resident Evil 2 remake, and I've been playing it and going, you know what, I might just put it down and play some Life is Strange because, yeah, okay, I don't really like the story that much. Okay, it's a bit cheesy, it's a bit cringe in places, but there's nobody gonna come around the next corner and try and eat my face off. So that's nice. So it's a different pace of game, and I'm enjoying it. Episode 3 was very good.
It is. No, it does get better, but then the sort of final stuff, it gets a bit confusing and probably not as tight as it could be towards the end. But it's still a great experience. I still like it, even with all its faults.
Well,
And you could.
Have you gotten to the nightclub yet?
No, that's the next episode. I think that's the next episode. I actually hear that song in episode 2.
Yeah.
So in episode 2, what's the bitch name? There's some bitch in the game.
Oh, the horrible girl. I can't think what she's called now.
Yeah, I don't know what she's called, but she's playing. That song is coming out of her room as she's like at the door. So I mean, usually I probably wouldn't twig it, but because I've heard that part of that song for like
So
2
many
years or whatever it is
times.
now, I was like, there it is. So yeah, Life is Strange. It's good. So I continue playing. Like I'm doing an episode a week at the moment. I tried to sneak in another episode this week, but yeah, I noticed that my brother's been playing it as well. So I messaged him saying, "What are you copying me for? Why are you
doing that?"
My brother's on the Overseas Connection tonight as well, so he's basically just stealing my thunder, isn't he?
He's just copying.
I'm gonna
you.
have
He's
to
just
fucking sort him out.
Up with
No
that.
doubt he'll hate it as much as you do.
I don't know. Like, yeah,
Can I
probably.
just say, actually, I've got some beef with Pete.
Oh right.
Actually,
Go on.
Mr. I don't read books, Mr. I don't fucking read, then posts a picture of himself with a frigging book.
Yeah, I think that started because he wants to read books, but like he I don't know, he picked a book that he really likes the topic of, so that's why he picked like that Norse mythology one.
Yeah, it's good. I've listened to that, by the way. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But yeah,
Cool.
Anyway, he's a fucking liar. Right.
I didn't say
got
it, Pete.
that-
I didn't say
got
that
that
was
out of the
Stu.
way.
That was Stu. That wasn't me.
Got that out of the way. Yeah, as you were talking about Life is Strange, I'm going to talk about Life is Strange episode 2.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Ah.
Finished it. It didn't take long. I finished it on Monday.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's not as strong as the opener,
Right.
if I'm being really honest. It introduces Captain Spirit, you know, the little sort of
That's
add-on.
the sort of prequel add-on thing they get.
Yeah.
right.
So that sort of gets introduced in a
Yeah.
very clever way. I was very impressed with that. But
But
the episode as a whole, was okay, but it was good. It was still strong, but it wasn't as good as the opener, and it had, because it was all kids a lot of the time, some of the dialogue was a bit cringy.
Yeah, I mean, that sums up the game. It is a cringy game, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, only a little bit. But they have refined and finessed what they did in the, obviously the original Life is Strange, and the dialogue is definitely stronger. Voice acting is very good, so that's quite impressive. But I did feel like this was just kind of a leading to something episode, rather than anything really massive happening in it.
So far, what is your opinion that the first season's better or the second season of Life is Strange is better?
Currently, I would have said I probably enjoyed the first season more up to this point.
But I mean, technically, you've played all those episodes, haven't you? And you've only played 2 episodes, so
I have, and that's the difference, I guess.
It's a bit of an unfair judgment when you.
It is, and what's kind of interesting, there was a little bit of a flash forward at the end of the episode, sort of, what's coming up in.
Yeah, they do that, don't they? Like, they do that in season 1 now.
And it looks kind of interesting, but almost a little bit hard to believe.
Right.
What they kind of show you. So I was a bit like, I'm not too sure. I'll be interested to see how they go about making that plausible.
Is he flying?
No, it's nothing as crazy as that, but it is something that I would find
fucking dumb.
Hard to believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how they sort of come about to be in the situation they portrayed in the sort of forward flashing trailer.
Cool. With Life is Strange 2, are the original characters in Life is Strange season 1 in it now?
Nope, it's a completely different story. New characters, new locations.
Is it similar powers and stuff, or?
Nope.
No.
Completely different again. Okay. There is a supernatural power involved, but it's a totally different one.
So the only tie-in is the title.
Yes. Yeah. Other than that, it's a completely original story that has no links or ties or anything. To the original, which is kind of cool in itself, that they've sort of taken a complete departure from the first game and decided to, make it in a totally new setting, not even like remotely close to where the first game was set.
It's like Fargo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's very good, very good. Totally recommend it at the moment. But like I say, season 2, episode 2, not quite as strong as 1, but I still think it's gonna be pretty good by the end. I'm still got hope that it's going to be solid.
Sweet.
So there you go. Right, back over to you, Duke.
Nice.
So here's the thing. We had very, very cold weather this past week.
Oh, yeah.
And we were originally going to have exams on Monday. And then we had a snow day.
Snow day!
Now that's great, except it's exam week, which means that our grades were due and everything was getting all crazy. And so the fact that we had a snow day meant that everything was shifted and crazy. I mean, it was still nice, don't get me wrong, but whatever. Then we had our final day of exams on Tuesday. I finished grading all my exams. I went home. And then on Wednesday, they had a cold day because it was too cold.
Cold day! How cold was it? Was it like this crazy -18 shit going on down there?
No, it was not -18. With the wind chill, it was like -50.
Freaking Nora, man. That is stupid cold.
The polar vortex, they said you could get frostbite after 5 minutes of being outside.
Freaking hell, Chicago.
Yeah.
You want to get to where you are.
Had some of it, and we had some of it, and it was just insane. So they said, stay home Wednesday. And then they said halfway through Wednesday, they're like, stay home tomorrow as well. So we had Wednesday and Thursday off. So the point is, I had 3 days off last week. And I know Chinny's been bugging me to play Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
You didn't.
I bought a game called Farm Together.
Fucking.
I don't think you're ever going to play Red Dead 2 again. I think that's it.
Really am. I can't explain it. I
Duke,
don't know.
Duke, why are you stopping good things from happening to you? Right? I feel like I'm a fucking one of these like motivational speakers. Why are you stopping good things from happening? You are preventing it from yourself, okay? Play Red Dead Redemption 2 and good things are gonna happen, okay?
In 5 years' time, we'll pick up this game case with a thick layer of dust on it.
Yeah.
And they'll like brush it off. Oh, what's this? Oh, Red Dead 2. Who knew? I've forgotten all about that game.
Look, there's Red Dead 1. Play the other one.
farm together in a minute. But let's talk about Trailmakers because they had I didn't realize they had a demo. It's on my wish list, and I picked it up and I looked at the game because it was on sale this week, and I said, oh, there's a demo. How about that? Okay, and it's the whole game for an hour. So
What game's this? Sorry.
Trailmakers.
Trailmakers.
Okay.
It's a Lego game. You make cars, and
Is it actually an official Lego game, or just looks like a Lego game?
It's, for all intents and purposes, it's a Lego game. And I'm glad I played the demo because now I know that I don't want to play the game.
Right. Why? So what is it? Sell the game to me. I don't know anything about it. Go.
Okay, Chinny, do you like building things?
Yes.
Well, this game is for you then.
Okay.
Do you like driving
Sold.
cars around? You like driving cars around?
Do I like driving cars around? Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, how about driving a car that you built?
Yeah. No, I'll be up for that. That's fine.
Interesting.
DC Fantasy World.
What the fancy? No.
Well, okay. The idea behind this game is that you drive the car that you build, and every time you get more nodes or something, I don't remember what they're called, but you get more engines, and that'll allow you to climb steeper hills. So you get to different parts of the map by getting more engines on your vehicle, and you can add more wheels, and you can go around loop-de-loops eventually, but when you try it the first time, you basically die. But when you die, it's no big deal. You just respawn pretty much exactly where you were.
Yeah.
And it has this pretty cool element when you're doing the tutorial because it has to tell you like, hey, put the wheel here. And so it has this little cone and you have to rotate the camera so you're looking down the cone, which is pretty nifty. I like that. But anyway, the point is that each of the pieces is fine, but put together, it's not really the most exciting game I've ever played. It wasn't a lot of fun to actually play it. So in other words, the building is fine. It's nothing amazing. The driving is clunky. It's okay. The world is kind of bog standard. Nothing to write home about. Again, they're all decent pieces, and you can tell they put a lot of work into this. And there's a lot of positive reviews. But for me, it just felt like meh.
So you wander around, you make cars.
You make a car, and then you keep getting components.
And then you
to
mine to make a bigger car, so you
really
can get some more.
You just drive over stuff.
Oh.
Like you get to new areas, and then there's be a glowy thing. You drive over the glowy thing, and you'll have a new engine.
It's unclear to see if it's open world. Is it open world?
I don't know, to be honest.
You've played it and you don't know.
I have. I think there's a campaign and then there's a sandbox. So the campaign I think is more linear.
All right.
The sandbox is, and it's early access, so all of this is in flux, right?
Okay.
The sandbox I expect is much more open. The campaign mode is pretty linear, from what I can tell. There's problem solving involved. There's some puzzle bits, but mostly it's around.
It looks like Zelda Breath of the Wild without Zelda in it.
Yeah, it is sort of Zelda-ish in terms of its...
Yeah, but this is like, but this is boring and it doesn't tell you what to do. Oh wait, no, that's exactly the same as Zelda. What? Come at me, Zelda fans.
Yeah.
I love Zelda. Don't pick on me.
You hate Zelda.
I do. I love it. I love it.
You used to.
I love the other Zeldas, not Breath of the Wild.
So anyway, Trailmakers.
I'm confused about Trailmakers, Duke, because
me too.
Because it looks like when you explain what it is, right? I'm thinking, oh, this is a open world kind of Minecrafty, but with building cars, right? But when I look at this, I'm just like, it looks like it's on a track. Like the gameplay looks like it's on some sort of track.
Because I thought it might be kind of open worldy, but
I'm very confused.
It is confusing. That's part of what bugged me about it was that if it had been open world and I had to go, gather, iron ore and smelt it down to make my car or whatever, that would have been one thing. But instead, I was basically just going through areas from glowy bit to glowy bit, picking up stuff that had been left for me.
Yeah.
And that's not as interesting, So,
is there a competitive mode in this?
I'm sorry?
Is there a competitive mode? Do you race other people?
I don't think so, but I couldn't tell you.
I'm struggling to see the point.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I think part of it is just the fact that it's so early access that there's not, a lot of early access games don't have their point kind of figured out yet. And it's also possible that I didn't play it enough to really get the point. Like it's possible that it has.
I didn't play it enough to
on.
get the point. How
Yeah.
long did you play it for?
About a half an hour.
You should have got the point by then. I
Yeah,
guess.
like, I feel
Yeah.
like that's long enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should be able to know what the game's doing by
So
then.
I feel like a lot of the reviews on early access, but nice Packers shirt by the way, Chinny.
Thank you.
I feel like a lot of the reviews on early access games in general are based on what it will hopefully become, not what it actually is at the moment, because it's hard to review an early access game, right? Because it's in flux, it's in motion. But that said, I'm not interested in Trailblazers. I'm glad I played the demo because, as I say, it means that I don't want to buy the game.
Damn.
Maybe I'll come back to it later. I don't know.
I don't know. To me, it just looks like it's just too basic. There doesn't seem to be any motivation to play the game at the moment. It's just
What are you
like
talking
an
about?
environment.
Look at the screws. There's the little thing in the corner.
Yeah, I guess.
Or nuts, whatever it is. So
It's not. I mean, it's not. At the moment, it's not even like you get a gun or there's some sort of objectives or anything. It's
But
just
that's the
kind
thing
of.
look, here's the thing. I think it's probably trying to appeal in the way that the Lego games are all about collecting everything in the world. You know what I mean? You got to find all the different things and figure out how to get to them. I think this is trying to suit that, idea. And there's like a lot of kids who would probably get into that. So maybe it's not for them.
Yes. No, it's not for you. You're
we
far
we
too
would
old.
look at Roblox and think that it wouldn't be a success, and look at that. So
Yeah, true.
Whatever. That's me. I'm not so into Trailmakers, but maybe
That's
your
so
range may vary.
Right, Chinny, back over to you.
let's do it, Stu. I
Let's
think we
fucking
should
do it,
talk
'cause
about.
we both played a shit ton of this game.
Wait, have you played the demo or you played the game?
No, I'm well into the game.
Okay.
And interestingly, I'm playing as Claire and you're playing as Leon, so
Yes.
we're playing as different characters.
They're very
Ooh.
similar campaigns, though.
Yeah.
Most
It
of-
only deviates, I think, once you get out of the main police station, it deviates slightly.
When you say slightly, I think like you can go in a certain room here and there that the other one, and like
Yeah.
they'll get a bit.
You get a different character you meet that I get. I meet someone completely different to you.
Oh right, okay. Well, I will play Claire's campaign as well, but yeah, from what I understand, it's pretty much the same campaign twice with little elements of difference. I looked
nothing
into the
massive.
difference, yeah, like because I was playing Leon's campaign, and Antonio's in the chat, so he'll sort of correct us along the way. But I was thinking, God, because they mention an orphanage in Leon's campaign. I'm like, maybe Claire's campaign is in the orphanage and I'm in the police station because I'm a policeman, mate. That's what I was thinking.
I don't think the actual place changes.
No,
at
no,
all.
it doesn't. I've had a look, and it's pretty much the same in terms of what you do and how you get about the place. So yeah, Resident Evil 2
what do you-
remake.
I mean, first impressions. What do you think?
I think it's amazing. Like I actually think it's. I mean, hey, you ready for the joke? It's probably the best game I've played in 2019. Hey.
Yeah, do you know what though? Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think this could be an early game of the year contender.
It's the game of the year so far.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm so impressed. Like, I went from like, I'm excited about this game. This looks good. To I'm definitely gonna play it. To oh my god, this game is amazing.
It's
My
tight.
relationship with Resident Evil is, I watched my brother play 1. I watched my brother play 2. I don't remember much of 2 outside of like the intro and being in a police station. I don't really. So I'm not playing this game going, oh, it's this bit. Oh, oh my. But it's just, I kind of remember it roughly, the start. So I had that bit at the start, and then the rest of the game is like, I don't remember any of this. I have no idea if this is like.
No, I think there's quite a lot of
new or-
differences though, isn't it? They've done things.
Yeah,
quite a bit
I
different.
watched the video, and basically a lot of the layout seems to be the same. But there's modern game mechanics. Obviously, the graphics have been upgraded. All that shit. But I absolutely think the game is just phenomenal. Like I don't really like horror games, and this is what I've learned. This is what I've learned about myself playing Resident Evil 2
What, you're
remake.
a wuss?
I am a massive pussy.
How did you react? Let me just ask you a
You
question.
know,
Let me ask you a
I
question.
like puss because pussy implies that women are weak, and that's not what we mean to imply. So
No, you're a wuss. You're a wuss. Let me ask you a
Well,
question.
whatever I am because I'm scared all the time
Yes.
in this game.
What
You're a
happened?
tiny, weak child.
What happened when you came across your first liquor?
So
Talk us through it.
So the liquor is the crawly thing, right?
Oh, freaking horrible things.
Yeah. What is the first one? I'm just trying to. Oh yeah. So the first time I come across a liquor is in the video that I published on my YouTube channel that no one's watching. So go there if you want to have a look at that, but no one will because no one cares. But I did freak out a little bit. My heart rate went up. But that ain't the scariest thing in the game, Stu. We both know what the scariest game.
No, it isn't. No, it
You know,
definitely
on
is
on
not.
the Instagram, on my Instagram. Oh, sorry, the Veteran Gamers Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, by the way. I always post up clips. I posted loads of clips on Instagram of the podcast. By the way, I'm posting up Instagram videos of our podcast now and again. Little gameplay, funny gameplay moments, PUBG moments, Call of Duty Blackout moments. But I've been posting the very first time that I saw the Tyrant, which is the trench
Mr.
coat.
X or whatever the hell he's called.
It's called they refer to him as the Tyrant in this game.
Yeah.
And he's about 8 foot tall. He's got a trench coat. It's crazy and
Why is he so
scary
scared?
because he can't die.
He's basically like the alien in Aliens. He literally just,
He just
hunts you down
he
constantly.
He just goes for you, Duke. Like he your first time you see him, he's by a helicopter. He moves the helicopter out of the way, and he just walks towards you, and you shoot him, and he's just
Nothing
walking.
happens.
Like he's just
Waste
walking.
of ammo.
And then you shoot him a few more times, and then he'll come back. And the only way to get rid of this is oh my god, this is the scariest thing about this game, right? So you knock him down, right?
Yeah.
And you put him down, and you bear in mind you've been in this police station for a while, right? So you've unlocked. I only think the Tyrant came out at the point that he does because you can get round the police station pretty well because the game design of Resident Evil 2 is quite old school. Like it leads you down certain paths, and then eventually the police station becomes like a loop, right? You know, and you can get to different places many different ways, but at the start of the game you can only go one way because it's locked for this, and you've not got this key and all sorts of stuff. But when you meet the Tyrant, you can basically walk around the police station a lot.
Yeah,
And-
you can. Yeah.
And that's good because when the Tyrant comes, you knock him down and he kind of looks like he's resting, and you think, okay, he's dealt with. That's probably that section of the game. He'll come up at another scripted moment. No.
Nope. No.
The Tyrant is a living, breathing AI that is just around all the time,
He is.
right?
And there's only a very few safe places once he's
All you can
about.
do is run.
Say again, Duke.
All you can do is run.
All you can
Yeah.
do is run, and you do lose him, and he kind of loses interest, and he walks off. But oh my god, the scariest thing is like because when you see the Tyrant, it really pushes you along very, very quickly. Like you don't. I've been playing the game very slowly up to that point. I've been really taking my time,
Yeah.
and I honestly think they brought the Tyrant in to push the gamer along a little bit, to nudge you, because when the Tyrant
Well, it
comes
also
into the
has
game,
that sense of urgency and also stress.
it's
Stresses
just
you
stressful
out.
because he never. And the worst thing is you can hear him. You can hear him
'Cause you're
all the
hunting,
time.
Yeah, footsteps.
All the time. So you not even when he's close, you can hear him. You can just hear him walking around, and he hasn't necessarily found you.
The trouble is, you're like, is he above me? Is he in the
Is-
dirt,
oh,
like next to me?
There was
Is
one
it-
where, like
whereabouts is he?
I ran away, and I was like half health, and I was like, he's behind me. I'm sure he's behind me. This is on the Instagram, by the way. I was like, I think he's behind me, and then I'm looking. I look where I think he is, and then he's the other way. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
he's so.
he just appeared. I must admit, I would have shit my pants if I
It's
had been
just-
playing it when you did that. Because
it's
he was like, he wasn't there. You turned around, turned back, and he was literally right next to you.
Oh god, it's just the worst. Jess Stab in the chat says, Chinny, did you ever play Outlast? No. Maybe I should with my heart
I
rate
love
monitor.
Outlast.
If that's a video
Outlast
that you
is
want me
great.
to make, then I will make it. But
It sounds like the world wants to see you.
The
play
world-
These games,
I
watch you
would
stream.
say 53 people would want to see me do that. But anyway, so the game's super good. There's a few things I want to say about it. Mainly, it's just like how it feels like a modern game, right? but
it's not.
But it feels like an old game as well because
Yeah, it does.
it's just got all these tropes, and it kind of doesn't care that like they justify that the police station used to be an art museum, all right? And I've done something in this game that I never do in video games.
What's that?
Read.
Oh my god.
Because in truth, there isn't that much to read. There's like, you know, like a couple paragraphs every time. But I feel like each paragraph is useful. Do you know what I mean? Like they put stuff in there that's useful to you, or they'll say, hey, there's a safe, but the code for the safe is here or whatever.
Changed, or we moved the safe and changed the code to this for no reason. Because those are heavy things.
it's just like, oh my god, this is what I like, and some of them aren't that useful, but it gives you a little bit of background.
That's superfluous, is it? Everything is useful, you know.
Yeah, like there's the one where like
there's no random shit just to read for the sake of reading it. Everything you read has a point.
Everything in the game has a point.
Yeah, it does.
You know, you feel like when you go down somewhere and you walk down a corridor, like there's always a point to it. And this is, I'll just explain this, and you've probably done this, Stu. So just tap your noise while I explain this to Duke. Why this is like it's an old school mentality of video games, and you know, I know it's tried and trusted, but it's just so, the game rewards you so well, and it makes you feel so smart, right? So this is what happened. I find a dark room, you know, a place where I can develop photos, and I go, okay, whatever, it's a dark room, not a big deal. Then I find a book, right? And I find this book, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe this is a collectible or something. I don't know what to do with this book. Fuck this book. Who cares? And then I find a roll of film, you know, that you can develop. And I went, I can develop this film in the dark room, but now I've got to walk all the way fucking back there, and I don't want to. But then you do, right? So you go back to the dark room.
Because you have to.
And then you go back to the dark room, and they change things just enough for you to be on edge. Do you know what I mean? Like you think you're walking down this corridor. It's like, I've been down this corridor 3 times, but as soon as you pick up something and the game knows you've got to go back down there, it'll just throw another enemy in there, and you're just like, oh. So
and there's not a ton of these things, but freak me, they're just relentless.
So then I go to the dark room. I develop the film, and then I got a photo of a statue, like this kind of king statue, and you think, oh, that was pointless. Was that just for a collectible concept art? And then you go, whatever. And then the game, you know, like a couple hours later, you do a few other puzzles, and then you see the statue in the photo, all right, and you go, oh, I've seen this statue. It was the statue in the photo that I did nothing with. And then you look at the photo, and he's holding a book that I didn't notice, and he's not holding the book in the room. And I was like, the book that I picked up, I need to put the book in his hand, and then, you know, so like it just makes you feel really smart, even though it's a really simple like puzzle. The puzzles aren't that complicated, right? The hardest time I had with this game was later on, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't develop the film, but did that puzzle without it. You know, I just thought,
well, there you go.
Because he says something's missing from his hand or something.
Yeah, but like I naturally came across it like a different way. And I was like, I've seen this statue. Oh, it's the photo. Let me check the photo. Oh, he's got a book. I've got a book. He needs a book. Give him a book, and he gives you the jewel. And then the jewel opens a box, and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it just keeps dripping. You've always got like 1 or 2 things to do. I don't know if you noticed that, Stu, but there's always like,
oh yeah,
like okay, I'm at a dead end with this, but I saw another like I've got
and
like
it does a good job because it says like key piece of something. You know, whenever you pick up something that's necessary,
well,
and you know you've got to keep
genius thing
hold
about
of.
this game is that it tells you when you can throw it away.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you get a little red tick, and it's like, get rid of that then.
So, because you're carrying, because everything you carry is
Inventory
so valuable, right? Like every slot that you have is so valuable, and you can put it in a trunk or whatever. But oh my god, if you're carrying like a key and that's taking up a square, you're like, I need to get rid of this key. So, but the game says, hey, this key's done. Like you don't need this key anymore.
It's such a tiny thing, but it's so useful.
And I think there's a hardcore mode where it doesn't tell you that kind of stuff, which is fine for the people that want it. But I want it because I'm old and scared, so I don't want to deal with that shit. But
can I ask you, are you playing on standard or are you playing on easy?
I'm just playing on standard. Like just
yeah, I'm playing on standard. I didn't go easy route.
And you know, like so eventually. The game sort of. How far have you got, Stu, without giving the game away?
I've literally just come across the tyrant, and I'm trying to make. I'm halfway through finding all the electrical components that I need for the next puzzle thing that I'm doing.
Okay, this is how much I love the game. I'm done.
Wow.
What?
I finished it.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow! I thought you meant you're done, as in you're not playing
No,
anymore.
I finished Leon's campaign. It took me.
Wow.
You can like obviously it's my first playthrough, so I didn't do it that quick. So it took me about 8 hours. Oh, the other thing I love about this game, right?
Let's
it
play
has.
it.
Game that Chinny's played and finished
I am so amazed.
It has an in-game timer, right? And it pauses when you press pause. So you know exactly how many hours and minutes and seconds you have been moving your character in this game. There is so many tiny little like touches to this game.
It is incredible what they've done, really,
Oh
because
my
when you look at the PS1 version of this game, it is unrecognizable.
Well, the PS1 version is almost like it's almost redundant at this point. It's like I know it's a remake of that, but there's no point comparing it to that.
This is just literally like a brand new game.
It's a
because
brand
let's
new
be
Resident
honest,
Evil. Yeah.
Let's be honest. How many people, I mean, it's people of a certain age who played the original Resident Evil 2, and most modern gamers now will have never encountered this or even remotely played any of it.
So I think, like, unfortunately, this game has been bundled with like, oh, it's like, you know, Crash Bandicoot the remaster or no, like Spyro Remastered is like they took the graphics, they took the game and then just like pasted like new graphics on it. Obviously they had to make it, they put time into it. I'm not saying they didn't put time into it, but this is like they have just made a new game.
Yeah, this is a brand new game from the ground up, and this isn't any sort of
it's more it's easy if you compare it to like the modern Disney movies. You know, they're making Lion King, there's the cartoon version and then there's the new version that they're making. That's what it's like. They're just making it from scratch. They're not remastering the cartoon version of the Lion King. They're like making it brand new. And like in Resident Evil 2 remake, there's I'm so impressed with the facial animations, the graphics, the acting is good. Like in a kind of cheesy zombie game, it's good acting. It's a bit like it is a bit cheesy now and again.
Yeah, of course it is, but that's
but
how
it's
it
fine.
should be. It's a B-movie game, isn't it? That's
I
what
love
it
that
is.
it's still set in 1998 as well. Like it's like there's still like videotapes and like
there's
VCRs.
There's no mobile phones in this game.
There's no mobile phones or anything like that.
Sorry, the Master of Unlocking, was that this game or is that a different?
That's Resident Evil 1, but there is an achievement when you unlock all the safes, and it says you are the Master of Unlocking. So
I was going to ask if they had any nods to that.
So Antonio, he's saying so much in the chat. I feel like we should at least read.
Can I just say before you move on? I have only one issue with this game so far.
Go on.
What's that?
One very minor issue. I pick up a blank button, which allows me to get into lockers.
Yes.
And I'm thinking you just swap it between the numbers so you can. No, once it's in place, I'm like, what the fuck? How's it stuck there, man? Super glue? What is going on? I don't know that. I would have maybe been a bit more wise as to where I placed it.
It doesn't really matter.
No, I got the rocket launcher, which is very useful.
Okay, you're playing as Claire, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I don't get a rocket launcher.
Oh, I got a rocket launcher, man. That thing is amazing.
I get a rocket launcher at the.
Not a rocket launcher. Sorry, I'd say rocket launcher. It's more like a propelled grenade gun.
Grenade launcher.
Like a grenade launcher.
Wow. Right. So, yeah, the game's brilliant. It rewards you for wandering around and all that sort of stuff. I love it. Right. Antonio's saying stuff and he knows about Resident Evil, so I'm going to read out what he's saying. I know we don't usually do this, but he says this show horror is modern gamers can sell. I don't know what he's saying there. This isn't the best horror game I've played, but it's one of the best made ones. These are getting more common games for speedrunners, believe it or not. But I would counter that with the story. Anyway, he's just saying it's not the best horror game that he's ever played, but he says it's a good one. I don't know. I think it's brilliant. I absolutely adore it. It's scary though. It's just oh
yeah.
I'm such a pussy.
It's kind of scary as well because it kind of builds tension. It doesn't throw loads of stuff at you. It just sort of slowly chucks stuff in, and it's not like it's more of they've done such a great job of building up to shit that goes down, like when you first meet the tyrant. That's so unexpected. Because you finally get to somewhere where you think, oh, I'm going to be able to get somewhere else now, and then he just appears, and I just ran away. I didn't even attempt. You tried to shoot him. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out of here. I'm totally out of here.
Yeah. So the game, I would say, like, you play the game a lot quicker after you leave the police station. I did anyway. I felt like I was flying through it after that. And certainly, like, you get less scared of things, right? Because when you know that you can just walk around a table to get to get rid of the tyrant, then it's not as scary. But it's still pretty scary when you see him, and it's good, man. Like, you get in a good moment come up with you, Stu. It's just great. Like, I absolutely love it.
Oh yeah.
And I do want to play Claire's campaign, and I do want to play Leon again and see if I can do it quicker.
Wow.
I feel like I will.
What is the matter with you?
I know, it's just not my time. I've got The Evil Within here, and I know it's a very different game, but like, horror games just aren't me at all. Like, I just don't do horror games that much because I'm scared. Like, I'm just scared of them.
You will.
But
the thing is, what I also find with this is, you would like this room you've just walked into. You know that dude at some point is gonna come to life, don't you? The guy who sat in the chair slumped over.
Yeah, I don't take any risks when I see a zombie down.
No, just shoot him in the head.
No, I don't shoot. I knife them until they're dead.
Right. That's another. That I was gonna say that and then forgot about it. But that's another interesting mechanic with the knife. If you get grappling, and you use your knife, like in other games, you just get the knife back. Not in this.
No,
it's like stuck in them, and I'm like,
what's cool is,
oh my god.
What's really cool is, like, a grenade, a flash grenade, and a knife is basically a second life, right? So what happens is when a zombie grapples you, you can use a knife to stab them, and that'll kind of push them away before they injure you. You can use a flash grenade and a grenade for the same effect. Obviously, a grenade will probably do a lot more damage, but flash grenades are really, really useful in this game. Like, I use flash grenades all the time. They're so good. But the good thing about the knives are you can get them back out once they're down.
Well, sometimes, because I stabbed one dude and he fell face down.
No.
That's
I
couldn't get the bloody thing back.
That's because the knife was done. Like, you can the knives depreciate.
Right.
So you can always get it back if it's got some life left in it.
Right. I just assumed it's because he were face down and I couldn't get it from underneath it.
You can't get it back because it was done.
Right.
That's why. Antonio said that he wants to counter the original. The original has no purpose with this. One thing that is missing from this than the original is that the story is much better. In one campaign, your actions affect the other. In this, whoever you play as the main character, and the other is basically useless. So apparently, in the original, like the campaigns affected each other, whereas they don't in this one.
Right.
Which, I don't know. I kind of, the story to me, it's a big sticking point with Antonio. The story for me in Resident Evil 2 I don't really give that much of a shit about it, right? Like, it's a zombie game. There's a fucking, you stop it, right? That's it. That's the gist of it. Maybe they could have done something cooler with having, like, them interact instead of just replacing each other in the campaigns. I don't know, but I've just played Leon's campaign, right? I've that's all I've done, and I am very satisfied. I could stop there. You know what I mean? I just stop there, and I'd be, that was worth my money. I am very happy with that.
Yeah. Interestingly, by the way, they put out some statistics for the game.
Okay.
And 75% of players choose to play as Leon. So
Well, yeah.
Only 25% players as Claire.
I didn't really think about it that much. I think I did play as Claire when I played the original.
Right.
But I don't know why I picked Leon, to be honest. I have no idea. I think he was just the top of the list. And I like his hair. He's got good hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They've all got good hair. Let's be honest. I mean, graphically, this game is
phenomenal.
Is up there.
Phenomenal.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's massively impressive, and like I say, I do honestly think this will be on a few top 5 games of the year.
This is a good start to the year, I have to say.
Yeah,
a really,
amazing.
really strong start.
Absolutely amazing.
And I am trying this year to play more games as they come out, more relevant games, because it's fun to be in the conversation, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's fun to kind of like be in the zeitgeist of stuff. So
I wouldn't know. Never.
No,
it's not like you bought Red Dead and a console for it and you've just got it sat there. And
yeah, you can't be asked playing, but you know what I mean. Spent all that money and it's just gathering dust.
Yeah, but You know, things like ammo is really scarce. Like the game's really good at making you think that you've got no chance of getting through the next bit because you've got like 3 bullets left. But you always seem to like manage it.
You see, I've not had a massive issue with bullets, but that's
Yeah,
because
but
I avoid shooting stuff unless I have to.
You haven't got to the point that I don't. You did actually.
You see, I barely use any bullets. I've got like 70 odd bullets at the moment.
Well, how do you get away with not using any bullets?
I run away. I just avoid stuff.
Oh,
unless it's directly in front of me, I just go around it.
Right. Yeah, because
So
there's the boss that you get when you fall down into the underground. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, there is. Yeah, no, that was pretty good because I had the grenade launcher thing.
Oh, okay.
So I used a couple of grenades. I've still got 10 of those, so I've still got quite a lot of ammo.
Yeah,
for
grenade
that as
launcher
well.
would have been useful. You don't get a grenade launcher with Leon.
Right. So I did a few of those. Then I found a grenade sort of at one of the points where you can pick stuff up. Use that, and that just finished him off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty. It was a good boss fight though. But it was a bit of a run around in a circle boss fight. It was very old.
The thing is
school.
with Leon, and Claire, I'm presuming, like they don't move very quick at all. They are so shit at
I was
moving.
constantly pressing in the left thumbstick to sprint.
If I was Leon's boss at the police station, I'd be like, you need to run fucking quicker. Like, you can't move at all. I do kind of wish they had some sort of dodge button. That would have just made things a little bit
The one thing
nicer.
there may be one. I just had like a spin 180 degrees
No,
would have been useful.
No, I don't think there is.
Do you know what I mean? Just to switch like completely reverse and go the other direction when someone's coming towards you would have been useful.
Yeah.
But I think part of that is just to make it more difficult for you. You know, I think that's part of
I mean,
game.
this is the game franchise that didn't.
Oh, wait a minute! According to Antonio, you can do that. So I need to figure out how that is. Press B and flick back.
Well, I didn't tell you, so I don't know. But like this is the game that like stopped you from moving when you shot. So like being restricted movement is kind of its thing. It's good. Resident Evil 2 Remake is very good. If you're not a fan of horror games, I would give it a try. I'm not a massive fan. I'm very happy with the money that I put down. I will continue to play it and try Claire's campaign and see how different it is.
Yeah, it does a really amazing job, like you say, building trepidation and thinking like, oh my god, what's about to happen?
Oh yeah, it proper trolls you all the time.
I know. I'm stuck at the moment in the chief's office, right? And I thought, well, maybe I can backtrack and go back the way that I came, you know, to avoid the tyrant, but you can't.
No.
So I am going to have to venture upstairs in a little bit when I go back to playing it tomorrow and try and see how I can avoid him. Because
you can't.
No, I know I've got to go past him.
You've got to go past him.
Police station.
No, he'll come for you. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, apparently he avoids the chief's office, so he never comes in there. That's one of the very few places apparently that he doesn't go.
Well, I don't know. He seems to find me everywhere. So I was in a tiny room with him, and I was in this small room, and I could hear him. I was like, there's no way he's gonna come in here. Bam, and he comes right in. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. I managed my I saved the game at one point. Just after you probably where you are, Stu, or just before you see the tyrant. I saved my game about there.
Yeah,
right.
Because it's a save point very close to where you first meet him.
So I did that, right? And I felt like I wasted loads of bullets at that boss fight that we were talking about earlier underground. And I was like, I went to bed and I was thinking, you know what, I might need to just go back like about an hour in the game just so I can fight that boss better to save ammo. And I was like, you know what, I'll just keep going. My saves are like a crypto puzzle. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep that save, but I'm going to delete that save. But my save 10 I've kept.
You know what I think about that? This is something I've thought for a while. We need the ability to name our saves.
Well, they're they do a pretty good, like, they number them.
No, it tells you, it numbers them, doesn't it?
It numbers them, and
that's not the point. At some time, we're going to need the ability to say, this is the save, you know, before everything goes down, or, you know, like very little. We ought to have that ability. There's no reason
used to. like
Some
back in the
games
day,
have
you used
it.
to
Yeah,
always
it's
name
standard
saves.
every game. That should
Yeah,
just be.
like for me, because I don't want to spend too much time naming
Yeah,
a
no one
save,
can be
right?
bothered
You
with that.
shouldn't have to, but you should have the option to.
Maybe, but like what I'm trying to get at, Duke, is that the game gives you quite a lot of information in the save. Like it gives you a number, it gives you where you are, like
That's fine.
you know, it gives you tons of, so like it's very memorable. Is what I'm trying to get at. Like I'm like, okay, that's the save. I gotta remember. Like, for me,
I
it
mean,
was
back in
10.
the day, you used to get a screenshot, didn't you, next to
you
your
still
save?
on some games you do. Like, but like for me, I like game save 10 and 26. I was like, I'm not gonna delete those because I might need to go back to those, and I kept them all the way through the game. And it's a good video game. Go buy it.
Definitely a good
Go buy
video game. It's amazing. I totally agree. And
Love it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck back into it tomorrow. I might actually finish the campaign tomorrow, I think.
You've got a way to go.
Oh yeah, no, I realise that, but you know, I reckon I can get through it tomorrow with a bit of luck, or at least make a substantial way through.
Yeah.
Depending on how very slowly I like try to avoid the tyrant.
Yeah, don't worry. You got more stuff to worry about after the tyrant. Don't worry about that.
It's just finding stuff's the difficult bit because you're trying to remember where you've not been. So that when you're trying to, I'm constantly looking at the map and thinking, right, where haven't I been yet? Because obviously I need more bits for this, but where the hell are they?
Yeah.
You know, I need to get to the clock tower. I've not been there yet, and obviously I know some of the bits I'm requiring are probably in the clock tower because of a letter I found.
Yeah, that's you'll be all right.
So yeah, I need to get to the clock tower at the moment. That's my next objective, and bypass the tyrant wherever the hell he's strutting about. I remember I went to the bottom of the stairs outside the chief's office, and I could just hear him walking backwards and forwards above me, thinking, "I've got to go up there in a minute. I've got to do it because I know I've got to get past him to get further into the game." But yeah, they do a good job because they know they're funneling you that way. You've got to go past him. You can't avoid it.
It's true.
It's horrible.
It's horrible, man. And like sometimes before I walk through a door, I'm like, okay, just go, just fucking go, and then I run. It's just interesting on the screen now. I've got the tyrant from the first Resident Evil 2.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Wow, he makes an entrance on that.
He makes an entrance. Yeah, he just pops out of nowhere in the new one. But anyway, that's enough about Resident Evil 2 remake. I've enjoyed it. It's good. Get it done, Stu. Get it done.
I know. Well, don't worry. I will be doing. What will we do? Right, okie dokie. Duke.
Back to me. So the other game that I played this week, because I had to play another game that's
current games. Current.
Be happy. Yeah, current games. Actually, this is pretty current. Milkstone Studios made a game once upon a time called Motor Heat, which was on the Xbox Arcade, and very simple racing game, but fun. They came out with one recently. They did a bunch of Avatar games on the Xbox 360, and they came out with one recently called Farm Together, and I've been playing this alone. So it's the not according to what I'm supposed to be doing, as the game says. But I was looking at the promotional materials, and the reviews are all very positive, and it sort of felt like kind of Stardew Valley-ish.
Right.
And so, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try, and so I've been playing it, and it's sort of Stardew Valley-ish in that you have to plow the ground and then plant stuff and then you water it. But Stardew Valley has a town and a story and mechanics that are somehow fun, even though it's a chore. This game feels more like a chore than fun. I mean, it is fun. It's decent.
Why do you think that Farm Together has chores that are not fun?
So, can I ask who are you meant to be farming with? Is it like other random players, or
you can play with friends, and I think you can maybe play with randos, but I haven't explored that part of it yet. I'm still trying to just get my farm going. And the thing is that in Stardew Valley, it feels like you have there's a community center, and you want to help these little bubbly Martians or whatever they are,
right,
get the community center back online. And in order to do that, you need to, grow one vegetable in each of these categories in each season. And, you're aiming towards something. And you're kind of building the farm up from nothing. In this game, you come in, half the farm already exists. So you're moving things around. And I mean, the mechanics are all very good. The graphics are great. The sound is nice. The music's fine. And it's a good game. Like, I'm not unhappy with it. It's just that it doesn't have the same charm as Stardew Valley. And I'm not exactly sure why, but I do know that it feels like a game.
It looks like an Avatar game, if I'm being really honest.
It looks like
an Avatar game.
It looks like one of those games that like Microsoft would have published, like where you can put your avatar in it.
Yeah.
Like Kingdom for Keflin's kind of.
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
That's basically what it looks like.
The thing is that you sell the things you grow, but it's not exactly clear how. As soon as you harvest it, you've got the money. But at the same time, you have a vegetable stand on your farm property. And so when you harvest enough vegetables, then your vegetable stand will say, time to collect the revenue from your vegetable stand. But you've already gotten the money from harvesting the vegetables. It's just a matter of your stand now has enough vegetables in it to yield a profit. But here's the thing. In the upper right corner of the screen, you might be able to tell that you have gold coins, but then you also have diamonds, and then you also have medals, and then you also have tickets. So it feels like they might have been planning to make this a free to play, but then you bleed people dry by getting them to buy the other currencies type of thing.
Yeah.
And the reason it's so frustrating is this. Most things you buy with gold coins or diamonds, and you get the diamonds out of your vegetable stand. You can have a pond with fish, and every once in a while you can go fishing in it. And then you have fish to sell in your fish stand. You can have chickens, and they give you eggs, and then you get enough eggs, and it'll yield you more diamonds at your egg stand or whatever. There's no people coming through your farm, right? You never see any other people. So It's bizarre in that sense. Like, where are these vegetables being sold?
Market.
What market?
The invisible truck comes and collects.
Where do they get sold in Stardew Valley? Like, how does it work?
I don't remember. No, there's like a crate you can put your stuff in, and then at night someone will come and get it, and you can buy.
Sounds a bit creepy.
There's a store. It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
I think there's a store where you're supposed to sell your stuff. It's been a long time since I played Stardew Valley, but you do get the sense that you're like doing business with people in town.
Yeah.
Whereas this game, it's just like you harvest it.
I'm looking at the gameplay of this game, and he's just been on this patch.
It just looks really monotonous to me.
Well, that's the thing. Is Stardew Valley manages to find a way to not be monotonous, and I don't know.
It's quick. So you literally like done this, right? I need to run around do this. Oh, now I need to harvest, do this.
Right. Here's the thing. What you're looking at here is the first few minutes of the game, and the vegetables that you have to grow at the start of the game are lettuce and carrots, and those grow pretty quickly. But you soon get like, okay, now he's looking. I'm the part of the stream I'm looking at. He's watering his grapes or his blueberries or whatever it is, right?
Oh yeah, he is.
Time to grow. You can see in the bottom left corner, it'll say how long it takes to grow those, right? So the grapes take like 2 hours or something.
You see, this totally feels like a free-to-play game because you damn know that they'd be like, you want to speed up the growing process of this thing that takes ages?
Yeah.
Well,
Just pay us some cash.
That's what the watering is for.
Yeah.
When you water, you don't have to water your stuff, but if you do, that speeds. So what they want, and the game keeps going when you're not playing it. So right now I'm thinking like, I wonder what season it is, for instance, because there's some things you can only plant during certain seasons.
Okay.
Right. Now here's where it gets really frustrating. When you can buy a sprinkler, so you don't have to keep going back and watering.
Ooh, sprinkler.
I know, right? Awesome. But you can't buy it with gold coins.
Aha.
What do you buy it with?
You can't buy it with diamonds.
Oh.
You have to buy it with a medal.
Right. And how does one acquire a medal?
Metal, yeah. Where do you get the metal?
Medal.
By finishing quests.
Oh.
And what are the quests? Well, the quests aren't anything interesting. Like, go find this ring.
Grow 15,000 lettuces.
Yes.
Is it really?
That's exactly what it is.
Wow.
So I have, after playing the game for like 2 hours, I have two
Uh,
sprinklers. And the sprinklers will cover 2 squares on your garden, on your farm.
Wow. What,
So
2 of these like brown patches?
Yeah.
Wow.
that's it. Right. So it's so frustrating because if you could buy them with I have 150 diamonds right now. If the sprinkler cost 10 diamonds, that would be a lot of diamonds, but I would have plenty of sprinklers. Nope. I have to it feels like a few things are designed in really annoying ways, and as a result, and so here's the thing. And when you're designing your character at the start of the game, you choose what clothes to wear, you choose what color your gloves are, and whatever. And then it says, "Hey Duchess," and then it says, "Okay, yes, it says, 'Hey Duchess, thank you.'" So I gotta make a joke.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, I guess so. So it says, "Oh, now you can customize your farm hands."
Right.
Okay, cool. I've been playing for 2 hours. Where the hell are these farm hands? I could use somebody to do
Yeah,
something.
what farm hands?
Right. And then the whole thing is, oh, your tractor, you can choose this tractor, that tractor, choose what color the seat is. What tractor? Where's the tractor? I want a tractor. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I get the sense that obviously those things
Are you
will come
missing
up.
stuff because you're not playing with people?
I don't think so. I think it's just I haven't unlocked it yet. Because here's the thing. Look, every time you harvest lettuce, your lettuce gets closer to leveling up. You can level up your lettuce.
Of course.
Level up a lettuce. Of course you can.
You can level up your apple trees. And then you level up
Level it up.
Right.
So does
So
it just make a more expensive lettuce?
I really don't know what happens when you level your lettuce up. I've done it like 5
Why?
times.
This is-
Why, dude?
This was an iceberg, and now it's a Lola Rosso.
That's right. So it's
Brilliant.
weird. It's not horrible. It's not even bad. It's just, and I'm still playing it.
It
That's
just
the thing.
looks boring.
Hmm.
It's not boring.
It
it's
looks
just,
boring. I'd be
Sorry, you-
bored.
look who you're talking to, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How many times have I built towers in Rust the same time?
I know, but...
So that's not my complaint. My
Yeah,
complaint.
but there's a difference, right? Because you're creating something. When you build a tower or you make a farm
Yeah,
in
that's true.
Minecraft,
Yeah,
you're
right.
creating something out of your
But
head.
However, Stuart, you
With
haven't let me
this,
explain. You haven't let me
it's
explain,
monotonous.
though. Here's the thing. You can make a sign for your farm
Yeah.
Bro,
and choose which animal is on the sign.
wow.
So there's a lot of
Whoop-de-doo-doo.
Yeah.
involved.
Now that
It's
you've
not
said
about
that, I
activity,
forgive
it's about
everything.
monotony. It's
Yeah.
just
It
like
is monotonous.
pure tedium.
This game doesn't look good.
No, I would avoid
It looks
this
like it's
the
got
plague.
it looks like it's got some amount of polish on it. I'll give it that in
It
terms
does
of
have polish.
it looks
it's not-
nice. It plays it looks like it plays nice, but
It looks like another phone game.
It's sort of a phone game. I get the sense that they were designing this for one purpose, and then they said, "Yeah, let's just sell it for $15." And
This
then
was
put it on
definitely
this
being
mobile app.
designed for a freemium, let's milk people for money game for sure.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
like I said, I'm not hating it. It's just that it's not. I don't know.
Fuck that Red Dead 2, play farm
it
together. Who
satis- how about-
cares?
Here's the thing, though. It satisfies a certain itch that I have occasionally to do something very chill, very casual. I don't have to worry about dying or monsters or anything. And Minecraft does that too, so I've been playing some of that.
Yeah,
but
just play that.
And that's
Um,
Stu talking, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just play Minecraft, man.
He's
That's
telling you
tried
to
and
play
tested.
Minecraft.
We know
Right.
what that game is. It works.
again, I think that if I tried it with some other people, maybe online, trying with some
Well,
randoms.
that's what they all say to justify it.
Well, I've had fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there is a certain fun element to this. So whatever. That's all I have to say about it. Farm together. It's
Okay.
it's not designed to be played alone, is it? So
No.
I've no idea. It
I want to
doesn't
play
like-
with you, dude.
I think it's designed not to be played at all.
Wow. Harsh. You could say that about fucking DRS though. So we
Yeah,
can...
you could. It's true. It's all true. I can't argue with that.
All right.
so that's me.
Very good. Very good. I've only got one more game to talk about. And I
about
think
it.
you're. Are you done, Chinny?
Yes. No. Well, I played a little bit of Overwatch with iPete. Hello, iPete.
All right. Okay.
And
Yeah,
that game is still good.
Yeah,
but
still
apart from that,
enjoying that game.
yeah, that game
Wow,
is that's a
Who
good
knew?
game.
Who knew?
Mhm.
Yeah. The only other game I'm going to talk about is a walking simulator of the very
Oh
truest
my
sense.
god.
Very truest sense. I played a demo called Drowning.
Oh god.
And you know me, I like weird games. I do. You know,
Drowning.
I'm
Do you like
kind of into
drowning?
weird games. Not particularly.
No.
Not particularly. But even for me, who's quite happy to wander around an island in Dear Esther,
Yeah.
I found this on the verging of tedium, to be quite. He moves so slowly. I'm like, just move on a bit, why don't you?
But okay. So to me, when you say move slowly, what do you mean, Stuart?
The
What do you mean?
walking pace is so
Okay.
slow.
So to me, this doesn't look any slower than all the other fucking trash that you play.
You think? And
I think that you're just sick of this formula now.
I'm not sick of this formula, but this, like, okay, a
That's
lot of
Get when you walk around. That's the thing.
What about text that moves?
yeah. This game, just to give you some premise as to what the game's about, it's about
Drowning.
it's about a schoolboy who's suffering from depression,
Right.
As
and
if
he's sort of relating how he's feeling and what's going on, and it goes through his whole school years from year 8 to years 12. So that's kind of
Okay,
the story.
so that's Stu's version of what's going on here, right? Let me tell the listeners what's actually going on. I'm looking at a screen where you get low polygonal graphics. You're walking down a path with some trees, and there's text that seems to like stay where it is, so you can walk past it and stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, it is.
You're walking past text in a
Even
forest.
for me, I want some sort of interaction. I'm literally
Stu,
just gonna.
you are
I'm gonna-
walking past text in
Yeah,
a forest.
I know,
That's
I
what
know.
you're playing.
That is literally the interaction.
That
there.
is it.
That is it. You really could just watch this on YouTube, because all you're doing is pushing forward on, one of your thumbsticks and turning occasionally. I like to sort of see originality and something interesting
But
and
this
new.
isn't original, Stuart.
This isn't. I was just going to say this isn't any of those things.
This is a 4-year-old game mechanic that we're bored of.
And it stops really abruptly as well. It doesn't even it doesn't feel like a natural.
Thank you for
place to
playing.
stop
The end.
demo. Yeah, it just literally just stops.
The game is now finished.
Yeah, so not even I can sort of say anything good about this game.
Wow.
Nothing about it.
If it was made by the Deadly Premonition guy, you'd be like, best game of the...
Yeah, I'd be bumming it. No, the writing's not terrible. There you go. There's something positive. The writing's interesting, kind of.
Well,
not really.
that's literally all it has, is some text, so...
Yeah, and some nice tinkly, chilled out music.
Wow.
I mean, I'll be honest.
What if I play? I tell you what, I tell you how I can fix this game for you, right? I use YouTube to play these videos on the stream. So if I speed up the YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
Would that fix it? Because your walking pace is quicker.
The walking speed will go.
Look at
quicker.
that.
You're
walking That's better, isn't it?
Oh my god, that works so much better.
There you go. I fixed the game.
Yeah, and I can still read the text fast enough.
I tell you what I'll do. Oh, Stu, I've just thought of a great idea. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to make a video game on Dreams that's a walking simulator just for you.
Oh my god.
Just for you.
You do that. See if you can impress me.
Right, just for you.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I'm going to...
In fact, I think all my games I'm just going to make for Stu. No, I won't.
Yeah, just make games for me. No,
just for you.
Yeah, let's stop talking about this.
Have you seen that? Have you seen? I think it was Tuscan who sent it to me on Twitter. He showed me a video of a Media Molecule stream. They do a lot of streams about the game Dreams, and he showed me that somebody made a pool game in Dreams, right?
Okay.
And it was fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. What?
Yeah, what did I see? I saw something cool that had been made in Dreams this week. Actually, I can't remember what it was now.
It was so clever. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play Dreams. In my intention is to be really good at making stuff. I know that I'm going to be bad, but I think my only hope, my only dream in Dreams is that the only thing that I can do that will make me stand out from anything else on there is I'll try and be funny with my games. Like I'll try and put some sense of humor in them. So. you know, if I make a walking simulator, you know,
I
it
can't
ain't
wait.
gonna be.
I can't wait to play the Chinny version of the walking simulator genre.
Yeah. No, I'll try. I'll see if
gonna
I
be
can.
amazing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. I can make something. I'd be very happy if people played what I made in Dreams. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I think you're going to make a fine walking simulator.
I cannot wait to play it. Dreams. It's just every time I watch a video, I'm like, oh my god, I've got so many ideas of what I want to make, and I know it's going to be so hard to make, and I know I'm never going to make these games, but I'm just so excited about it.
I have total faith, Ginny, that you're going to do it.
Thank you, mate.
Total faith.
Oh, but when is it coming out? We don't know.
Don't know. We don't know. This year, sometime.
It's close.
Yeah,
Who knows?
sometime.
And by the way, one last thing before we move on. I was making a road in Minecraft with a checkerboard pattern,
Oh yeah.
and I started it in my home, and then there's a village, you know, the villagers in this other part of the map, and I made part of the road starting from there and part of the road starting from my home, and when I met up, they didn't match, so I would have to repeat some of the blocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was so frustrating. So I posted it to Reddit on mildly irritating or mildly infuriating or whatever it is, and it got 2,000 upvotes. And I'm like, oh my god, this thing is one of the best, you know, things I've ever posted because of this dumb mistake I made in Minecraft.
Yeah. People hate that stuff.
That is funny. Yeah. Right. We'll move on to emails, I think, because we've talked a long time about games this week. So let's do that.
Whoa, that ruled.
No, I was not stalling. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Were you stalling?
I was stalling,
right, okay, we're going to start off tonight with a new emailer.
All right.
Because you remember last week we didn't get a chance to read emails out because we ran out of time.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this?
Oh yeah, of course.
We did.
Well remembered, Stuart.
We did. So we read all the top 5 stuff, but we had a couple that were nothing to do with the top 5 games.
I'm sorry for last week's episode. It was so fucking long. I'm so sorry.
It was very, very long. It was very long. But anyway, the first one is a new person called.
And don't forget, some of the emails might be juicy topics, and I'm banking those juicy topics.
Yeah, we've got loads of those.
Okay.
Loads of those,
because
so we'll ignore
those are not for reading out the emails.
No.
We're just gonna bank them, and I'm
Come
gonna
to them later.
Yeah, those are for juicy topics.
So anyway, the first one's off Kev Westerman.
Oh yeah, good old Kev.
Kev Westerman. And he says this: "Hello, veterans.
Hello.
Hey.
I hope I find you all well and good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're great.
Let me start.
Starting tomorrow, so yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, let me start by saying thank you for the service. Podcast, of course. No stolen valor here. It's a great little community you've established, and I must say, I do look forward to work a little more on a Friday, knowing that I have the lols, yep, I used the Z, ready and waiting.
Booyah.
Okay, here's my question. I have recently started looking at games and franchises that completely pass me by. I can't just jump into, let's say, like Gears of War 4. I have to start from number 1. And yes, that includes playing Judgment. I really want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and whilst I know it has very little reference to the 10 games before it, yep, you guessed it, I have to go all the way back.
Wait, you're going to start with Assassin's Creed 1?
Yeah, he has.
Not anymore.
He has.
Yeah. Going by all 11 games, and yes, I will play all 10 games before getting to Odyssey. Stand by for my review in 2022.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this didn't cost me as much as you would think, with some of the games costing as little as 75 pence from the local smelly shop.
Of course, you can get those real cheap.
Yeah, why do they...
It's the time.
Why do they all stink like someone's just farted? It's true. It's true. Can I just say, though, right, I appreciate what you're doing here, but there really is no point in playing one.
I agree with Kev. I'm with
think?
Kev. Yeah. No, you're talking to... Like, I'm somebody who has to finish the game even if I don't like it, right? I finished Lollipop Chainsaw, Bayonetta 1, and I fucking hated those games. But I finished them just so you, Stu, can't go, but you didn't get to the end.
now.
All right. So I
Yes.
get it, right? And I can't play Odyssey because I haven't played Origins. Like that's just the way so Kev is a man after my own heart, I have to say.
I guess, but that's a lot of Assassin's Creed games.
It's a lot of good stuff.
And some of them were terrible, no, but some of them weren't great either.
One isn't. Hey, if you haven't played any Assassin's Creed game, one is okay, right? One's all right. It's not the best, but it's all right. But two is like when you know what you're missing, right?
Two is the shit.
So after 2, Brotherhood, Revelations,
Brotherhood.
3, 4, brilliant. You know, so like they vary so much. Unity.
There's a few duds. There is a few duds.
Yeah, there is. But like you can have a good time. And some people say Revelations is all right. I don't know. It's been a while.
I didn't like Revelations.
No one. The only thing I liked about it, well, I won't say it because he's going to play him, but it's good. But yeah, have you finished the email? Is there more?
No, there's more.
There's more.
The expense came when I had to buy a PS3, as PS4 is shit and doesn't play PS3 games. Right. Yeah. Anyway, my question to you guys: which game franchises completely pass you by? The one that's on your to complete list, but you never got around to doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I've got one.
I've got one. Yeah. By the way, Kev posted. He bought all of these and posted it on Instagram, and I messaged him saying, "Wow," basically. And so yeah, Kev's been. I think he found us through Instagram or something. I don't know how he found us, but thanks, Kev, for the email. We do appreciate it. I'll tell you one game franchise that has passed me by that I've always been meaning to play is Dark Souls.
All right, okay.
Dark Souls just passes me by, and I kind of just want to play it because I feel like there's especially God of War, the recent God of War. Is a much more difficult combat, and you have to look for patterns and things like that. I mean, it's not Dark Souls, but yeah, I was just like, I think I could play Dark Souls. I really do. Every time somebody describes, oh, the combat is a bit like Dark Souls, I'm like, yeah, I quite like the combat.
Exactly what that means. I know what it kind of means.
It basically means it's hard.
No, I know what it means. I mean, I'm imagining I'm you.
Yeah, it's looking for patterns. It's every enemy is a boss fight pretty much, and I quite like that. But Dark Souls is so scary to me as well at the same time. So I don't know. So for me it's Dark Souls, and Kirby. By the way, Kirby. Never played a Kirby game ever, and people go, what? When you in certain circles, and I think Chris MJW will probably say this. What the fuck? Like, because I'm a big Mario fan. Yeah, I like Nintendo. I was a big Nintendo kid growing up. I never played Kirby. Don't like Kirby. I think he's a little shit. Fuck him.
You take that.
There you go. Duke, anything for you? Any franchises that you feel that you should have played but you never got around to playing?
Red Dead Redemption 2, I hear, is very good.
It is a pretty good
You've
game.
played others in the franchise. It doesn't count.
Not really.
You played Red Dead Redemption.
Well, yeah, I know. I was joking. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Fair enough.
I feel like every franchise I want to play, I get around to eventually. It just takes me a long time.
Yeah, it does.
Is there a franchise that you've been burning to play that you haven't played yet or something?
No, I can't really think of one. No.
Stuart?
Nothing to
Yeah,
mind.
I've got one.
Go on.
I've got one. Diablo.
Yeah.
Because I played the demo for Diablo 3 and I really enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I've just never got around to playing the full game, even though I feel like I should have done.
No, I think if I've never really want to go back. I've never played Diablo, but I hear good things. Is it 3, which is the mod for the latest one?
Yeah. Most
So-
modern.
It's good.
A lot of people that play it say it's brilliant. You know, and I've just never been into those kind of games. But yeah, I'd probably give it a go, but I wouldn't go back. Do you know what I mean? Like Diablo seems
No. You
way
shouldn't.
no.
Diablo 3 is a good starting point, I would have said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I wouldn't do the hardcore start from Diablo 1 on PC and
No.
all
I
that
did
sort
see. I
of
would
stuff.
with Dark Souls, and I've got Dark Souls on my Xbox. It's just there, installed. All right, and I just
Yeah.
haven't done anything about it.
You know, I did a search for most popular game franchises. I've played a game in most of these. I didn't play much of Resident Evil 4.
I've never
But
played Resident Evil 4.
I played Metal Gear Solid 5. Pokemon. I've never gone near
Oh.
a Pokemon.
No, I've
Yeah,
never.
but
I
I've-
don't want to.
But I don't want to. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to.
But I think it's kind of cool that that's one of the only franchises in this list I'm going through that I've never played any of them.
yeah, it's
Hail.
actually shocking that we have a gaming podcast with 3 veteran gamers, by the way.
Veteran
And
games.
No one's ever touched Pokemon.
No one's ever touched Pokemon. I mean, I played it. Well, I bought Pokemon Diamond for Tara because I was like,
You see, the trouble is, I see Pokemon and think it's like for kids.
well, I was a kid when it came out. I remember
Yeah.
my mates playing it, all right, and going, "This shit looks dumb. I want to play games with guns and shit. I ain't playing this. This is dumb." I was obviously wrong. It did well, Pokemon, but I remember playing. Tara had a DS, and I buy Tara some games for the DS, and I bought Pokemon Diamond. I was like, Pokemon, like obviously, this is probably a game that maybe Tara would like. Tara played it for a bit, hated it, and I was like, okay, it's Pokemon. I thought it was a no-brainer, right? I played it, and within like 10 minutes, I was like, no, because I couldn't walk through the grass without fighting something. And I was like, no, I'm done. Like, I cannot do this. And I know people are going to write in and say, but now the new one, you can see where they are so you can avoid them. Like, no, I don't like turn-based combat. I don't like the stupid little monsters. They all look dumb. Pikachu's
Collect them all, though. You got to get them all.
Pikachu's some rat mouse thing that I can't trust. Like, no one likes him.
Last thing I'll say about this list of franchises, most of the games have, the main character or a screenshot or a cover. So, Assassin's Creed has the assassins on it. Ratchet and Clank, they're on a cliff looking at the sunset. Call of Duty, they got the soldiers with the guns. Harry Potter is a picture of Harry Potter. The Tom Clancy games, there's a picture of Tom Clancy himself.
Yeah.
So there's this pudgy white dude just like, "Brr."
What a legend.
And one of these things is not like the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Good
Go,
email,
right.
Kev. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good email. Good email.
Or Twitch.
Right,
Funk.
okay, let's
Twitch
find
Funk.
the next one. The next one is from. Do you know what? Jason has sent 2 emails in this week. So
Hold on. Did you read Derek Signs' email last week?
No, because he sent a speak pipe in this week as well. Do we need to read his email from last week? Should we do that? I can do.
Yeah. And Lewis has sent one as well last week.
He did. It's true. But Lewis has also sent a speak pipe this week, so we're going to get Lewis twice as well.
You want to deny the fans their time on the show?
All right,
you
I will
bastard.
do it. I'll do it. Okay, Derek says the tooth and nothing but the tooth. So help me God, this is what he says. Hello, veteran gamers.
Hello.
Have I not read this? That's boss wave.
Just read it.
Just a minute.
Oh my God, he's going to read it to himself on the podcast.
I'm just checking whether we've read it or not.
I don't
We'll
think
tell
we've
you
read
when
this.
you get to the part we've already heard.
Okay.
Dead
I'll
air.
just read
Dead
it.
air.
I'll just read it.
Wow.
I'm just reading. I'll shut
Wow.
up. I'm just checking.
I'm
just keep
cancelling the
talking,
show.
why don't you? Okay. Hello, veteran gamers.
Hello.
I thought I'd give a rest from my voice and send another email to the show. I intend to send this email to the Entertain Nerds, Bosswave. But we'll be sending an exclusive veteran gamer speak pipe after that. Please contain your excitement. After hearing Katie and Antonio talk about changing jobs and starting a new job on the last Entertain Nerds podcast, I found myself thinking about jobs when I had a dental appointment earlier this week.
Okay.
I had to make a visit to my dentist to get some minor work done on a loose filling,
Ooh.
which was all very painless, apart from paying the final bill. There was a delay of about 25 minutes before I finally got to see the dentist, and I was struck by the fact that in all the years I've been going to dentists or doctors, I have never seen a male dental doctor's assistant or a male dental doctor's receptionist.
Right.
Also, when you hear the word secretary, I think most people would automatically think of a woman. I then got to thinking about jobs which, for one reason or another, were still considered to be the preserve of men or women. If you want to make a video game comparison, I think it's fair to say that unless the likes of Lara Croft in Tomb Raider or Samus Aran in Metroid, mainstream human video game heroes will always be male. So, have any of you or anyone you know ever thought of applying for a job that is considered traditionally one done by the opposite sex? Or have they already done such a job? Bye for now and make sure you keep the show minty fresh. Wow, sexism we're getting into here.
Sexism. I don't do work very well. So, I'm pick and choose
I'm sorry, I
my
don't know
job.
that I totally understand the question.
Have
He's
you ever
asking,
gone for a job that is considered?
that would be considered
right.
a
Okay, I'm sorry.
woman's job or
Oh,
a man,
no,
a woman
teaching-
going
it's funny
from.
because English teachers are mostly women. Teaching is generally a female-dominated profession. The English departments that I've worked in have traditionally been about 2/3 women, not 100%, but 2/3 women. So that is a thing. Elementary is much more. It's much more rare to find a guy in an elementary teaching position. So it's
See, that's weird because I don't think that applies in this country at all.
really, you have a lot of male elementary teachers.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, a lot of, like primary school teachers, it seems to usually be an even split.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think that. Would you agree, Chinny?
That teachers are no.
Like predominantly
Well, like,
one sex or the other.
It seems to be more females, but it's not that.
I'm
It's not that.
60-40 maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Whereas like a receptionist,
Yeah.
it's most of the time it's a
Yeah, the
female.
problem with receptionists, I think, I don't know, it is that sexism thing, isn't it? There's no reason a man can't be a receptionist.
I'd
is
love
there?
to be a receptionist.
Yeah. Hello.
My guess is that a lot of offices presume that having a woman at the desk is going to make the customers, mostly men, or the clients or whatever, feel more,
I think it depends on what type of receptionist you're thinking about. Because if you think about a doctor's receptionist or a dentist, they do tend to be female. If you're thinking about hotels, I wouldn't have said that's always
Well,
the case.
but that's the thing, right? You work at the front desk of a hotel. You're not really. I feel like there's a gendered element when it's an office receptionist compared to a
Yeah.
hotel receptionist.
In the sort of corporate world,
Yeah.
you tends to be a female role.
Yeah. And I think that's
Yeah, it
because
does.
social roles and assumptions about women is like they're going to be nurturing, they're going to be comforting, whereas men are like getting things done. So.
Well, I remember there was I don't know whether it ended in a lawsuit, but in this country there was a company that, as part of the dress code for their receptionists, they had to wear high heels.
Ugh.
That was
So
kind of
stupid,
that
'cause
was
they're behind the
written
desk. What's it
into
about?
their contract.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But I'm sure it ended in some sort of lawsuit and whatnot. It was all very messy, but hopefully a lot of that stuff's going away.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway, we're not the sexism podcast.
I don't know
so
why
we'll-
he's emailed us with that question, but thank
it's
you
a
very much,
odd,
Derek.
Odd question. You told me to read it.
I know, but
You
like
told me to read
I love
it.
our listeners.
Thanks for writing in. How's
Unlike
that?
you, Shu, I love all of
Yeah.
our listeners.
I love all of our listeners.
Yeah. No, you don't. We know you don't. All right. What's
Yeah.
next?
The next one is from Lewis, and he says this: "Hello, veterans.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, last week's big question went down quite well. Yeah, it did. We made a whole show out of it last week. Because obviously we're in the past now, so that's all a bit weird. But anyway,
We get it.
I'm very surprised. Anyway, I've been playing Dakar 18, which is a simulation of the Dakar race in real life. The Dakar is one of the world's toughest races in the world, and just completing it is a huge accomplishment. Dakar 18 is really good, if a little bit rough around the edges. It's definitely not for everyone, and mainly it's due to the navigation system. There's no map, just a set of directions in a book and a compass. It's very easy to get lost, and then it happens. It's difficult to get back on the track again. Also, big thanks to Jude for giving me 2 games on Steam, and I got there last week. I've been playing them both, and I really like Super Chains.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Yeah, Super Chain. It's a great puzzle game. Not much else to say because I've been revising most of the week, and there's not much point to a big question because last week's is still being answered. I'd like to say that my game of the last decade was Land Rover plus Ford Off-Road.
Oh, Lewis.
He's worse than me. Surely that's worse than me.
Like weird niche driving games are his walking simulator.
For the Wii.
Wow.
So that was a Wii game. It was my very first Wii game, and I used to play it all the time. Look, it's fine. No, I think that's a good show. I like that. So that's it for now. Still watching the streams when I can. Keep up the good work, and bye for now.
Bye,
Thanks, Lewis.
Yeah, good lad for Lewis, doing your
Lewis
revising.
Hamilton, get it? Because he's talking about a race.
Yeah.
The only reason I
Right.
know that name is because of brain tax.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lewis Hamilton on Speed to the Finish. I'm playing old
Okay.
brains.
Right, are you ready for some?
Pop the heat.
Are you ready for some Jason Gallagher? Here we go. Here we go. New shit has come to light, man. This is the title of his email. Well, veterans, the reviews are coming in. A lot of people are very happy with P-Town.
P-Town. That's
P-Town. I did, however, get an honest negative review, which doesn't surprise me one bit. Look, it's not for everyone. The happiest review... No, nothing is. The happiest review I received was from someone claiming that my writing and performance were truly charming, which I get a lot. The ladies dig my charm. I mean, with all the shit, vomit and double dick references in the story, what's not to love? Charming stuff. Anyway, I assume you all either blew off or just couldn't get past the first few chapters. I'm listening.
I haven't gotten into it yet. I haven't had a chance. I will.
Yeah, but I'm finishing Under the Skin first, so I'm listening to that at the moment. Once that's finished, I will give it some time, Jason. Rest assured. Keep your panties on, why don't you? That's a shame, because you are missing out on one hell of a charming adventure. I mean, the second half of 13 and 15, those are golden words, and what a performance from Willie B. To that special guy that I asked to give me some constructive criticism, I took it all to heart. My next project will avoid current obstacles and instead concentrate on becoming a more sincere and heartfelt story. Anyway, guess what I found out this week?
What did you find out this week?
Yep. For 2 weeks straight, my shit has been hard as bricks. Really hurts.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry, though. I rarely drink milk, but I drank milk every morning these days, so I assume I've become lactose intolerant. Or maybe it's just that breast milk that affects me. I don't know. Maybe it's just breast milk that affects him. It's a bit weird.
Maybe.
You
don't want to go in there.
The log lady.
I'll be right back.
The log lady told me her log had something to say, but she has no idea. What the hell? My logs have told me enough already. No more milk. Like I said in the header, dudes, new shit has come to light. Now that sentence there is me explaining myself, because you guys seem to think I'm some sort of puzzle to figure out.
Yeah, you are.
Like how to get a brick out of a sphincter. Good luck with that. The puzzle piece just doesn't fit. Think I'll make that puzzle game in dreams. Make that puzzle game in dreams. Media Molecule are about to get filthy rich from my creation. Now stop what you're doing and enjoy P-Town, you negative veterans. I wrote it all for you. The Humpty Dance is your chance to fix the hump. Do the P-Town hump. Do the Willie B hump. Do the three tricks hump. Do the Humpty hump. Do the Boo Fowler hump. And remember, fix your heart. Thanks for listening. Emails will be cut to 3 sentences from this point forward.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Wow.
So this is my message to Jason. You need to send me the files because I missed the boat to download them.
Yeah, they've gone. They've gone, man.
So send them to me.
Wow. Right. Anyway, let's move on.
We transfer them to podcast@veterangamers.co.uk. I'll listen to them by next week. How about that?
Yeah, do that. Next one's off Pete Weaver.
What up, Pete?
Randy Weaver!
Pete says this. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
I've been listening for about a year now and love the show.
You poor bastard.
Was just wondering if you'd ever had anyone ask...
Shh. Tell me to shh.
Just wondering if you'd ever had anyone ask, do you do a Veteran Gamers t-shirt?
I'm shushing you, Stu.
Oh. Why
no.
have I got to shush?
No, I'm just talking. Yeah, carry on. Go.
Yes.
I asked because... Shut up. I asked because last year I started a little tiny LOL t-shirt business, and your logo would look great on a shirt. We know it does.
We already got we got a guy. We got a t-shirt guy already. It's called cafe.com.
You're interested at all? Yeah. He's asking us, do we want t-shirts? Do we want t-shirts?
No, thank you. We already have a cafe.
It was Nick, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nick the Mugman.
Yeah, so Nick, by the way, Pete, thank you for your offer. I mean, you can send us free shirts. Like, I will not deny
I don't
free.
think he's offering free shirts.
He is. He does.
Oh no, he does it. He does. I
fucking
just,
does.
I just missed that little bit out.
Dumbass. Why did you not say the things?
All right,
about
I'll read the
stuff?
rest. Okay, listen. Happy to send you guys a free shirt so you can have a look. No idea where
What
to
shirt?
go.
Between three of us, what are we supposed to each wear it for a year?
No.
But I'm sure we could work something out. No worries if not.
Third year option.
So Nick and I did ask Nick for some more T-shirts that I was going to pay for, and then I was going to stock them. Not when I say loads, I mean like 10. And then like if somebody wants one, they can just pay me for what I bought it for. But hey, if you wanna design a T-shirt, Pete, and send it over to us, and we'll promote your little T-shirt, your tiny T-shirt business as you call it, then so be it. I'm Duke and Stu are like mainly Duke are all ethical and stuff. I'll sell out to anything. Like
Yeah, you will.
I don't care. Like I'll hey, if you send me a mattress, I'll pretend to like it. I don't, even if it's a bed of nails, I'll be like, oh, it's a good bed of nails. Like you should buy it, and just give me cash. So Pete, I'm happy to receive free stuff. I've got no problem with that. No guilt at all. And I'll promote your thing. No worries.
Yeah, there you go. Guilt free.
Guilt free.
Totally guilt free.
I'm a medium to large. Maybe medium these days, but like, just let you know.
Yeah, extra for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. I'm still only extra large.
But Nick did a great job. I don't want to knock what Nick did because he did some mugs and he did some T-shirts. No, he didn't do any T-shirts, but he said he could do some T-shirts. And I do have a T-shirt design by Jamie that no one has ever seen.
Do you now?
So it's a cool design, and so we'll see.
We'll see.
We need to sort something out, man. We do actually need to sort something out.
Nick
That would be cool.
didn't like Nick hasn't dropped. It was me dropping the ball. I think I was supposed to order some sort.
Look,
no,
don't you
no
know
discredit
how
to
all
Nick.
these YouTubers make money? Merch.
So,
That's where the money is, man. What is the matter with you?
As said in the very famous Peep Show, Ben in season 6, I believe, says, "Cut me and I bleed merch." So
merch, man. That is where
it's
the
all about the merch. Yeah.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We have another email off Jason, right? But due to the fact that he lied, because he said the next email would only have 3 sentences, I'm not going to read it.
Oh my God, Stu! You can't take that power over. I love Jason.
I'm sorry. He's already had 1 email this week. I'm not reading.
Are you going to read it next week?
No, because it's a juicy topic supposedly, and then it isn't.
Okay.
Because he rambles on about other stuff for the rest of the email. Sorry, Jason. I'm using my power.
Jason.
You're vetoed.
Wow, Jason, I would protest.
Tough. Oh, look.
Well, Jason, still send the show. I want to listen to the show. I just missed downloading it. Okay, just send it.
Yeah, you can still do that, but like the second email, man, it's cool.
I'm
It's
not
cool.
Stu,
It's not 3
Jason.
sentences.
I still love you. I would read it. I love you, Jason. So.
Yeah. Right, next email is from Rob VTS.
What up, Rob VTS?
Yeah.
How's the
VTS. He says it's, "Hey veterans,
What up?
okay?
Just a quick email. Stu, have you seen the new Oculus Quest that's coming out this year?" Yes, I am aware of the Oculus
What is
Quest. It's like a super powerful version of the Oculus Go.
I have
it's
seen
kind
this.
of like it's kind of like Oculus Rift if it was completely portable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty impressive actually. It's very powerful compared to the Go. Anyway, listen, shush. You don't need a PC to use it, so it might right up your street. Yeah, I'm liking the Go. I'm liking the fact that I'm not tethered to anything. I've been playing Lone Echo on my Oculus, and it's amazing. So I was like, ooh, I've not heard of that. Let me have a look. Nope, Oculus Rift only, that is, so that's no good for me. It's amazing. You need to play it. And Fate Chinny,
Hello.
that will be you.
Mm-hmm.
I've got another solo chicken dinner, so fuck you.
Yeah, that's one more than I have.
There you
So I've only got 1 solo chicken dinner, and now he's got 2. So he can tease me now. That's fine. But I got mine before. I got mine before him, and I quit. I retired. I quit when I was ahead of my game. I'd like top of my game. So
There you go.
Don't get mad about it.
Stopped at the top, man. Not like Andy Murray, who carried on trying to play with your gammy hip. There you go. And that's it, really, because the rest are for show topics. So
yeah, so we got some topics. We got some topics from was it Peter and was it Kyle? Oh no, Kyle's just confirmed that he's going to the meetup. Thanks, Kyle.
There you go.
Good
I
answer.
have got. There is one more off Lewis.
No, we're not doing it now.
No, I know I'm not. I'm just saying that was going to be read.
I know, I just like that theme song.
Fucking hell. There's no way we're doing a juicy topic now. I'm not having another 3-hour show.
No, we're not. Right.
Shit.
Let's do, talking of speak pipes, let's do some speak pipes, and then I've got one more email to read after the speak pipe. Speak pipe! It's the way to leave a message for us.
There's a person in the chat said, "Bro, I'm mad. Every stream I go on has just ended. Are you about to end too?"
No.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We're done here.
Sorry, COD Player 101 Gumsk. But we have plenty of other video. But I suppose he just wants his name read out, which I've now done. We're not done.
Not actually.
Yeah, we're not
Hardly-
quite finished. We will be in a bit.
Hardly Dan is in the chat, and he said he might be coming to the meetup as well.
Woohoo!
Make
That'd
it
be
Dan.
cool. You'll not be disappointed. It is a cool place.
Well, know that for sure. But there's not going to be many things that are going to disappoint you.
There you go. Right, are you going
All
to do
right, so the first speak pipe is from Lewis, and here it comes.
Okay.
Hello, veterans.
Hello.
Lewis here. I decided to send a speak
Lewis
pipe
Hamilton?
in because I've got nothing better to do with my time. Shows you what kind of a person I am. Anyway.
A cool person.
So, yeah, I've been listening to the show, you know, as usual.
Thank you. Sucker.
Yeah, I was really pleased with how the question went down. I'm glad you know, liked it. The whole game of the decade thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really put much thought into it. I just sort of wrote it down because it was the first thing that came to mind. But you know, aren't the best things come up with? I don't know. You know, sort of. you didn't. You know.
What are you babbling
mention me
about?
At the end, or you know, shout me out for it. But
You have a
I didn't
question
really
or something?
expect, to happen like that.
And then we'll talk about whatever you want. We'll shout you out. You'll get mentioned on the show. You'll be internet famous.
Well,
Oopsie.
you know, I'm internet famous anyway. You know, I mean, me and my mate Charlie, we've just gone over to season 2 of our podcast. So you know, you don't need to. You know, in the words of David Brent, good. Didn't want it to. You know.
Classic.
Being shouted out. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now because I'm coming to the end of the speak pipe. I've got 7 seconds left. Yeah. Have a good day. I'll see you later.
Best speak pipe ever.
That was a great
Oh,
speech.
I
Very much,
like
Lewis.
that. Every time I hear Lewis, I just like him more and more.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
He's brilliant. Like I like how he made himself laugh on his own speak pipe. It's brilliant. And it, like I knew what he was trying to say. He was trying to say I didn't put a lot of thought of it, but sometimes when you don't put thought into things, that you get the best results. That's what he was trying to say. But it came out, you know, when you don't think. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's all
brilliant.
fine. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Lewis.
Love it.
Right.
All right,
Let's
next
hear
one is
the
from
other
Derek. Derek Signs, and it's 1:30. Is this a quiz?
Well, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out.
Hello, veteran gamers. It's
Hello.
Derek Sings back again.
Yay.
I've got some recommendations today.
Ooh.
First up is a film from 2015 called Moonwalkers. It's a comedy starring Ron Perlman and Rupert Grint. It's set in 1969 in London, and it's about the attempts to make a film based on the 1969 moon landings. And it's got a smattering of violence, bad language, and nudity, but don't let that put you off. Secondly, podcast-wise, it's the Classic Gaming Podcast, an American podcast. Two main presenters, Robert Ring and Jay Todaro. It's got lots of different things in it, but it's mainly about classic or retro games. Quite entertaining. And finally, the YouTube channel I'm going to recommend is called Tiny Desk Concerts.
Yeah.
It's a set of live concerts in an office, mainly lasting 10 to 20 minutes. It's got people like Wu-Tang Clan.
That's right. Run the Jewels did one.
Old J, but lots of other people. Two of my recent favorites were Big Daddy Kane and Smith and Wesson.
I get the job done.
To watch that channel. So I think that's it. So until next time, keep on gaming.
Sincerely yours, the smooth operator.
Yeah. Nice. Thanks, Derek. Good stuff.
Thank you, Derek.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Right. I think that's it. We need to do some shout outs and get the hell out of here, don't we? So, yeah, another good show.
Shout out. Hey!
Right, let's go over to you first, Chinny. Let's do it.
Shit. Shit.
Let's go over to you first, Duke. Let's do it.
Shit. Hang on a second.
Shit,
I'll
do mine.
Antonio, because he and I, he's a good man. I like Antonio. And we're going to play some Rocket League one of these days. And I will shout out, there were people I actually wanted to shout out. Someone on Twitter, maybe? I don't know. The Duchess, because she's awesome. And let me see who's on my Twitter feed, because she walked in the room. No, I shout you out every week. You just don't hear it all the time. I'll shout out the place that fixed my cell phone.
What are you doing? What are you doing here, Eric? What are you doing?
No.
You shouting out? Who are you shouting out? Think about it.
Jason Gallagher. He had a thing for me.
Did he now?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I liked him. Oh yeah, Antonio.
Really?
Put a character.
So wait, whoa. So what you're saying is,
why don't you shut up and let me do my shout out?
Jason had a thing for you, and you liked him.
Yes, I do have to shout for the shout outs, Duchess. Jesus, because I can't be heard because of Stu interrupting.
It's only because you're making suggestive comments about Jason.
Just said for you to stop interrupting me.
I'm sorry, Duchess. I'll definitely do what you're telling me from however many thousand miles away.
Yeah. You going to do more tours? Oh, you got the meeting. Okay, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, Crab Juice. Yeah, Antonio. I don't know. That's it. Those are my shout outs.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Welcome to the Veteran Gamers Podcast, where I just flip through my phone.
I don't know what you're doing. Right, I've got a shout, like a real shout out, if that's okay, Stuart. Or do you want me to just ramble and like list things in my phone?
I prefer real shout outs. So good.
So I'm going to shout out Brian Ray. And he sent me a message on Xbox, and he said, "Stu's a dick." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And then he sent one saying, "I was listening to the last episode, and I wanted to remind you that Fortnite is a cross-platform game. You can play with every platform. You just have to know their epic name. Sorry if this is the 100th time you were told about this." And I said, "That's cool. Fuck off. Don't talk to me." And he said, "Why are you being like that?" And I said, "Look, I'm a superstar megastar. I don't talk to fucking plebs, right? Go away." And he said, "Oh yeah, totally forgot that you're a superstar megastar. I'm sorry I bothered you. Here's some cash." And I said, like, dude, you think I'm poor? I've got fucking... the reason why I got into podcasts was for the bitches and the cocaine. It wasn't like, to do it for the love of games. What are you doing? And then he said, "Cool." And then what he actually said was, "Cool, my daughter plays on the Switch and he plays on the Xbox One X. And it's cool in moderation." So it's good that he can play Fortnite with his daughter, and it doesn't matter about having multiple different things, platforms, and all that. Look at that. What if we may live in a world? I'm going to say this like a speech. We may live in a world where PlayStation gamers, Xbox gamers,
gotta be that fucking diamond in the rough.
Switch gamers.
The only way to become that diamond is by.
Sorry.
You know how to ruin a fucking thing, don't you, Duke? You just know.
Well, I thought just the music.
I was going to clip that, put it on Instagram, but you've ruined it. Thanks.
Yeah,
I'm off.
Sorry.
There you go. Is that it? Are you done?
I think I'm done. I don't think I've got any other shout outs. Yeah. No, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to shout out. Here we go. I've got a list of people. So I'm going to shout out Mark Annex, Mark Ryan, Richard Webster, Darren Hilton, John Wilson, Chris Williams, and Kyle Adams, who have all agreed so far to come to the meetup. So there you go. So they're the people who are currently going.
People are coming.
Along with me and you, Chinny.
We
and
better...
presumably Pete.
Yeah.
Coming up again.
I think Pete's coming. He should be coming. He came last time, didn't he?
He did, totally did.
Yeah.
He loved it.
So.
He loved it.
Yeah, it should be good. What I'm hoping to do is, I'm hoping to have, like we get there, we play games, and then at a time, I'm sure he had some sort of conference rooms or something downstairs.
No, I don't think they did.
There was some. I spotted them, and you couldn't go in them, but like I don't know, there was something. But organise something, so I'll have to.
We'll figure something out. We'll figure it all out. We'll plan a little bit better this time.
Yeah, but basically where we all get together at some point in the arcade club, and then we all disperse. Because the problem with the arcade club is that it's got like 2 and now 3 floors, and everybody's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody's all over the place. So it'd be good to just to pack everybody together, just at a certain time. And then you say hello, and we all know who everybody is, and then go away. So that's what I'm trying to do. But the thing is, you can't pick a tournament because tournaments are really because people don't like everything. You know what I mean? If you pick a game, people are like, I don't know how to play this game and all that sort of stuff. It's tough. Suggestions are welcome, by the way. If anybody's got any ideas, let me know.
Yeah. We'll definitely organise some sort of activities though this time, and we'll be a little bit more at it. We'll sort it out. We'll make sure it's a lot more slick.
Indeed,
we'll make it slick.
We'll try.
And that's it for my shout out. Well, just shout out the people who are already showing support, and hopefully we'll get many more to agree to come. We just need to promote it a bit more and get more people coming.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's it. Done.
Cool.
There you go. Done. We're done, Duke.
Yeah, we're done. Thanks, everybody.
There you go.
Sweet.
Thanks for listening.
Oh my God.
Psych. Drop the hate and forgive each other. Right about now. The hate.
There you go, another show in the bag.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks again, everyone, for listening. And Lewis, get to bed, man. If you've got your mock exams, you need to be getting in bed. Make sure you're all fresh, so you do well. That's what we want.
Yeah.
You need to do well.
I guess so.
Drop the hate.
Yeah, we wanted to do well in his exams. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what else to say. I'm done. I'm all done.
It's like my new graphics on the screen. Pretty good.
I know. I'm liking it.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like it's got like text that moves.
Dick Butt is always a winner.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I can't believe you never bought that Dick Butt mug that you saw.
I know. It was a $5. It was a $5.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. Should have bought it, man. Should have bought the Dick Butt mug.
I was gutted about that.
I know, yeah, I can't believe you didn't buy it.
I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about that.
Sweating and going, why didn't I buy that mug? Oh my
and Tara
God.
doesn't it? She just goes, was it the Dick Butt mug again? Oh, yeah.
I know, I bet she does. I bet she worries.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Diane knows. I told you all about my recurring dream at school, right?
No.
I think you did.
Have you?
I think so.
Come on, tell me again. I might remember. Go on.
So whenever the new semester starts, I put cards on the table with different authors' names on them. This is how I do randomly assigned seating on the first day of the semester. And I have this dream most of the time when the kids are coming in, but the cards aren't on the table. And I'm like, no, don't come in yet. Don't come in yet. So
that's it. And that's your recurring
Is that it? Is that the dream?
Dream, yeah.
Wow. Dreams are weird.
I have a weird recurring dream that I have every now and again. It's not like really regular. Where I dream that I see a plane crash and then I go and help get survivors out.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had that quite a few times.
Wow.
Like, not loads, but maybe half a dozen times I've had that dream.
I always have a dream where someone dies, like someone close to my family dies.
Really? I've never had anything like that. That's weird.
Like I've had a couple of dreams when my brother dies,
Wow, that's well weird. I wouldn't lie. That's
and,
horrible.
no, and I wake up thinking it's real for like 10
That's
seconds.
horrible.
Yeah. I always have that. My brother's died a couple times. My mom, Jimmy, I forgot who else. Marsh.
Good Lord, you've killed your whole family off in your
And
dreams.
the weirdest one was Marsh's mom dying as well. I probably see Marsh's mom like once a year at some point, and I was like, yeah, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Dawn's dead. It's just weird. God. But like the one with my brother was weird because we back in the day, me and Pete, when we was kids, used to share a bedroom, right? But like I was an adult, but we were sharing a bedroom, and I woke up one morning in the dream, and he was dead in the bed, right? And I was like freaking out, going, "Oh my god, he's dead in the bed!" And my dad comes in and just said, and I said, "Dad, Pete's dead, right?" And my dad's like, "Mike, you've just got to get over it. You've just got to get over it, all right?" And I'm like, nothing. "No, Dad, he's dead there, right?" And he's like, "I know, but you've got to move on." And then I run out of my mum and dad's house, and all my brother's mates are in the street. And they all come up to me going, we just heard the news about you, bro. And I'm like, he's in the bed. Like, he's still, like,
he's still there.
He's still dead. Like, why isn't nobody moving his body? And then I woke up. Yeah, but then I wake up thinking, and then but now I'm trained. Like, I know. When somebody dies in my dream, in the dream now, I go, this is a dream.
You're just waiting for it in real life, like, Chinny, so-and-so's died. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I'll wake up in a minute.
What are you going to do? Wah, wah. Oh my God, how can you be so callous?
Yeah, whatever, I'm going to play snooker.
Flying around.
Let me know when I wake up.
And here's me thinking my plane crash dream was weird.
No, mine's a pretty weird. It's never the same dream. It's just the same thing. Like someone always dies that I know. Good news is you two haven't died yet.
Well, thanks for that. Well, I feel much better having known I haven't been killed off in one of your weird dreams.
Yeah.
Great.
So you two are solid right now.
Yeah, well done for not dying in one of Chinny's dreams.
Yeah.
And that, I'm out.
You're out.
Have a good night, guys.
Cheers, Duke.
Yeah, thanks, Duke. See you later.
Bye.
Oh my God, that's so weird. That was the weirdest thing.
Hardy Dancers, I get a dream where I killed my brother. I don't have a brother.
That is even weirder.
I don't. But he doesn't have a brother. Like, that's so random.
He doesn't have one. What does his brother, Dan? What does your brother look like in your dream? Then? Because if you don't even have one, what's he look like? That's just weird. I kill a brother I've never had.
Yeah.
Wow. Seriously? That is very odd. That is very odd.
Hardy Dancers, he could bring his laptop and his Rift. They've got Oculus Rifts
they have
Dan.
Oculus Rifts already there, man.
There's PC, everything. They've got everything there.
They've got 20 gaming PCs.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It's really good. It's very good.
Apparently his brother just looked like him.
He was killing himself in his dream, weirdly.
Yeah,
that's very odd.
I had a dream that I had a dream last night where a dog escaped. I was living at my mum and dad's still, and a dog jumped out the window. Like to be fair, somebody was dead in that dream as well. Like my next door neighbour, who's still alive.
Is this just a running theme with your dreams? That someone's always dead.
Okay, full story. Well, I was at my mum and dad's. Right, I was in some shed or something in the back garden. That they don't have a shed anymore, but they used to have a shed. And my next door neighbour, Marlene, who's still alive, she is getting on a bit, but she's still alive to this day. It was dead in the dream, right? But she left the dog there, but she'd been dead years in the dream, but like the dog was just there. And the dog was trying to jump out the window. I was like, oh, like Marlene's dog's trying to jump out. And then he jumps out the window. And I remember running to the house thinking, oh, we'll just have to keep the dog or something. And then I woke up. So yeah, someone died in that dream. How weird.
Oh, your dreams are just seriously strange.
Strange. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I don't have anything apart from the plane crash thing. I don't think I have any really. I've had the sleep. I can't remember what you call it now. You know where you're like half awake but half asleep, and you feel like someone's dragging you out of the bed and like someone's sat on your chest.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I've had that a few times.
So Tara had that not so long ago, about 2 months ago. She woke up, but she couldn't get up, and she panicked.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And I've had it where I'm trying to shout out for Kay, and in my sort of dream state, I think that
That you're doing it, yeah.
like I'm doing it, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely not doing it.
Yeah.
There's obviously no noise.
I've
coming out.
I've done that where like I used to do this a lot when I was like younger and stuff. But I'd dream, and like say I'd have to get up and go to school, but instead of getting up, I would get up in my dream, brush my teeth, and go to school. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. I'm up now, right? And then I'd be reminded, oh God, I've not woke up yet. That's what I always used to do. That
So weird. I used to have a mate who used to sleepwalk.
Right.
And he used to do all sorts of weird stuff when he was like asleep.
Yeah.
And the scariest thing he ever did, he used to walk downstairs. His mum used to just turn him around and send him back upstairs while he was still asleep, and he used to just get back in bed. But the weirdest thing he ever did, he woke up one night and he was sat on the edge of his windowsill with the window wide open. Had no idea how he got there.
That's weird.
Just woke up.
Pete sleepwalks, by the way.
Yeah, that's just a weird thing, isn't it?
I don't know if he does anymore because I don't share a bedroom with him.
No. So you
but Shell says that he does talk in his sleep.
My dad used to do that.
When we shared a bedroom, the weirdest thing I heard my brother say was like really out loud. He just went, "Fucking farmers," like that. And I was like, I was just lying in my bed. I must have been like 10. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, really weird.
Brilliant. By the way, I've booked my holidays for this year.
Oh yeah, where you off to?
Two holidays.
We're still streaming live, so if you're comfortable,
whatever. If you want to hear about my holidays, you know,
we're 9 people.
We're going back to Lake Garda again because it was great. So we're going there again in July, beginning of July, and then it's our 25th wedding anniversary this year.
Yeah,
so 25 years married.
Years. It's my first wedding anniversary this year.
Oh, that's crazy, isn't it?
We might have a honeymoon soon. You never know.
You never know. So we're going to Budapest in
December.
Yeah, going to Budapest. It's great. We're stopping in a 5-star hotel in an executive suite.
Lovely.
Yeah, so it's gonna be nice in the centre. So we're gonna do some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the London thing. Yeah, that's a problem for me, by the way.
What, EGX?
Yeah.
Why is that a problem?
It's a freaking nightmare because of when it is.
When is it?
Half term.
Right.
They've moved it to like kids' half term week.
Okay.
Which is a bit of a nightmare because I'm off the second. Because obviously, luckily, Millie has 2 weeks at half term. So obviously, but then Tracy, who I work with, also has a son. So she's got the other week off, but it'll make it difficult to get that weekend off.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a nightmare, but I'll have to see what I can do. I'll still get tickets and hopefully I can get the time off.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be easy this year because of fucking dickheads moving it for whatever reason.
Bastards.
So yeah, it's a little bit annoying. A slight bit annoying. So yeah, not happy with that. No. So yeah, we're going to Budapest. It looks very nice. We're going to do obviously the Christmas.
Did you know
markets.
Budapest is the capital of Hungary?
I did know that. Yes.
Right, well, there you go.
Yeah. Yes. Hardly done. You are completely correct. Yes, every day will be rammed with kids.
That might be why they done it. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that they need to. I'm not being funny. It sells out regardless.
Yeah,
of the kids.
I know, but like when you look at there's a lot of kids there, and then you think, oh, let's do it.
Well, there's going to be even more kids now.
And also adults, because they booked those weeks off.
Yep. So yeah, not impressed.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens anyway. But hopefully I can do. But I'm going to see what happens. But
did you know the capital city Budapest is 525 kilometers.
Really?
Squared.
Very good. But it's well cheap. I was amazed at how good value for money the place is to go. Yeah. And then when you get there, the food, apparently, one of Kay's friends went and she said it's the best food she's ever had anywhere.
Wow, yeah. Well, it would do with a population of 1,779,000. It's going to have some good food.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna have some good. These ruin pubs. Have you heard of these?
No.
Ruin pubs. They're basically from the outside they look like ruined buildings.
Right.
But when you go inside, they're like these really trendy bars and sort of cafes and restaurants and stuff.
I see.
So yeah, there's all this cool stuff to do. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. So yeah, we've booked 2 holidays.
I've never even thought about going to Budapest. Thought.
Well,
let me think about it. There you go. That's the first time
there
I
you
thought
go.
about it.
Thought about it. But yeah, we've been looking somewhere sort of interesting to go at Christmas because obviously our wedding anniversary is like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's when we got married. So obviously we wanted to go somewhere in December. So it was, where can we go in December?
Somewhere
and apparently
hot.
Budapest is, it's boring. Apparently Budapest has the best Christmas market, supposedly.
I'm done with cold, man. I'm done.
Oh yeah, did you get any snow in the end?
No, with the West Midlands
Because apparently Birmingham was meant to be horrendous.
No, the West Midlands is one of the very few places that didn't get any snow.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
like we had
got
snow
a little
warnings,
bit.
we had grit vans everywhere, and like nothing. Like
It just totally bypassed
just
you.
absolutely missed us. Like everybody was ready for it, and no one. We didn't get any. Like I think we got like maybe like a spell of it, but nothing stuck. Nothing like disturbed the roads or anything like that. It was just, oh yeah, it's not. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, we had just one morning of it really, and it's sort of still there was still a little bit around today, but then it's been raining most of the day, so it's more or less all gone now.
Yeah.
So we ain't got none.
Oh, I
more.
had people trying to like, oh, maybe we should leave work early, Mike. I'm like, no, don't be fucking stupid.
I bet you did.
Uh,
Oh, it's going to be a snow. Have we got a snow day?
It was snow day today. I was like, no, no chance.
Yeah, Devon and Cornwall were really bad, weren't they? They had loads of snow down there.
Devon and Cornwall are really bad. I'm only joking. No, well, you know, like Matt's from Devon, innit? So I always take the piss out of Devon.
Of course.
He's Newton Abbott, mate.
Newton Abbott.
Yellow Army, mate. Torquay United. Step J's in the chat. Hi, Step J.
Yeah, I know. He's only just come, hasn't he? He's just appeared.
0 snow in Notts.
Yeah, there you go. Right, I'm going to have to go to bed. So yeah.
Cool.
I will leave you to it.
All right. Catch you later, Stuart.
All right, mate. Speak to you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hardy Dan. Fuck Newton Abbott. North Devon. It's he's not. He just loves all of Devon, Matt. You know what I mean? He just loves all of it. He just fucking hates Cornwall. That's all. And they want to be their own country. Bloody Cornwall. So that's why he doesn't like the Cornish. And also, Devon, the pasty came from Devon. Here you go. Things to do in Budapest. Look at this. Oh, there's a webcam. Hey, it looks nice. Look at that. People look at, hey, swimming. You can swim. You can meet her. You can hang on a bridge. Just a lot of sitting around in Budapest. Nice. You can take that's a long boat. Look at a lion. Look at a castle. Walk down a park. More bridges. Hang around with the ginger man. He's married. Oh. Oh, they got a cable car. Oh, spinny wheel thing. You can buy tickets. You can get in a carriage with an attractive young lady. It's the ginger man again. Oh, they're going up. Oh. This is really selling. You've got one of those in Dudley. One of those. Like, we don't need one of them. Stare at more statues. Walk around a market. More market. Okay. Old buildings. Lots of blue sky. Yeah, it reminds me of Dublin. I don't know why. Bunch of nutters in Cornwall. Step J. Laters. Bye, Step J. You can watch people with guns. Wow, that was pretty cool. I bet they fucking hate each other, those two. That looked like a Viking River Cruises boat. I bet it was full of OAPs who wanted to break from Worthing. Yeah. Budapest. Stu likes European holidays, I've noticed. Do you know what I mean? He likes staying in Europe. Matt likes anything with sun. I like America. That doesn't look like good food to me. Oh, maybe it is. There's an American couple. He's got a Cubs t-shirt. Well, I'm assuming I've got a Packers t-shirt on, so what do I know? You know. I don't know. This is boring. Right, well, thanks very much for sticking around. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good week. And, you know, don't get up to anything too cray-cray. He does look like a pest. I know, I don't eat with my mouth closed. I'm bad at that. Show topics. I need to add these to the Google Doc. Right, okay. See you later, everyone. Bye.